Well, I was just doing it as a novelty thing. I wanted to see what it was.
I thought I'd try it.
I have somebody coming down the runway. Are you on the right-hand side of the runway, VP?
I'm sort of in the middle.
Or in the left? Alright, I have somebody coming down.
I'm on the left of the runway.
And I have lights moving coming out onto the
That'll be MrMoonDog.
runway.
Yeah. I'm sneaking past Stu, who's still sitting here.
Let me know when I get close to you.
So
Are you
can
down
see,
at the end
so
of the
you
runway?
can see I'm at the end of the runway.
Because I can't see.
I'm a few yards before the zebra crossing.
See, I'm
No,
just
not
fine
zebra
for
crossing, but-
dreaming because I can see Stu, I can see
Oh,
BP,
hang on,
I
I
can
have
see.
no, I have an 8321, which is
Yeah, fuck this shit.
Got all of you.
I'm at the. Yeah, I don't have.
Not for long.
I'm at the turnaround now. I'm coming up to the threshold markings.
you can't see me. Yeah, you just turn. Oh, you have something on you now. Yeah, okay, so now you're showing up in details of, you know.
Yeah, well that's good because I don't see you at all.
Alright, so I'm directly behind you. Yeah. Because yours turns a bit better than this one does.
Sure.
Although I did find the other day that if you actually throttle one engine and not the other one, it does
Yes.
have a turn on it.
Asymmetrical thrust is big.
Yeah.
And then I have the MrMoonDog coming down.
I don't know. I just
you can
can't-
see me, MrMoonDog, can you?
I just cannot hit.
Now you're gone. Now you're back.
He's dropped out and back again.
Yeah, I just came back
Okay.
in. I'm just trying to find you guys.
With his your wheels are retracted so the belly flopped onto the ground and then set back up again.
Yeah. See, MrMoonDog just passed me.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm just flying over islands.
So you can see me, MrMoonDog, and you can see BP. I can see you on BP.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Run so BP.
Yep.
Alright. Here we go.
Alright, Dafydd, you're sort of lined up. You want to take off next. And then just aviation, how's it going? Right. There's a little bit of flight before flying later tonight.
Flaps. Not that I need them in this, but fine.
Actually, got too much flaps.
At least it's a nice day in Greece. I've been flying float planes for so long, I forgot how to fly a plane with wheels.
I've already taxied. Just give me clearance.
Take off by itself.
Ah, they're good. Europe?
What's like that?
I have no idea. I haven't decided yet.
That's the only thing I didn't do. I didn't set the barrel.
We're going left, is that right?
Sounds right, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, left
No, we're
to
going
get
out
to
over the
runway.
ocean.
Yeah.
I can't see much of the ocean. So if I just put the head and hold on autopilot, I can still go up or down then, can't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, what speed do you lot doing anyway? Because I don't know.
Well, I'm still climbing, so I'm not doing much speed.
Yeah, but you know what your max speed is, so I can adjust mine to suit.
This is pretty quick, but I don't know.
I can do 150-ish.
Yeah, that's about.
Right, mine's 140.
150 now is max.
Okay, well mine's only does 140.
I can fly it on there for you.
I don't imagine when we watch that pain in the ass rate like 140. I'll see what happens.
I don't know. Considering the weather's nice, I might only go up a couple thousand feet.
Flaps up.
Oh yeah, I'm at 2,000, so it's a bit lower here. So altitude.
Yeah, I'm at 2000 as well.
So I'm at
Nice.
I'm leveling off there at about 2,000. Just 2,000.
So what plane will we be flying tonight? I don't know what we're flying tonight yet. I'm just jumped into this one.
What's the default key for moving your viewpoint backwards?
Is it Shift Enter?
Is it Shift Enter? Yeah, it could very well be.
I think
For some reason I had a key, or I had a map to my steering wheel, but it doesn't work anymore.
I'm gonna have to find out though because Easy Dock is pissing me off too.
Just.
Let's see what happens when I push that button. There we go. On course now. Some props going in the place. Go. Too low to fuck with the mixture. Outstanding.
Got too much luggage in the back.
That's
Trim. Adjusting trim has been a pain on this so far.
Call that
can I just say that FSX in general is a pain?
Well, yes, you can.
So I've been flying this Beaver, right? This DHC2, because they're pretty ubiquitous up and out in Alaska. So I've been flying a lot in FSX economy, and trying to trim that thing out. I mean, that's all I do because it's all hand flying up there. Because you got to dodge around the mountains and the weather and everything else, and just trim, up, trim down, trim up, trim up, trim down, trim up, trim down. I swear to God, I'm going to buy a yoke system just so I have a trim button on my thumb instead of having to do what I do.
I've not got one on your
I do, but I don't. I do, but it doesn't let me set it up to my hat switch, which is the way that I like to do it. So it's on a FSX doesn't recognize the hat switch as a button. So I have to roll the like there's a thumb wheel underneath my like where the head of your thing is. I have that same thing, right? Mine's just a little bigger, and I have a wheel underneath there, and I use that to trim with. But the problem is instead of it going up and down, it goes left and right. So it's an awkward way to fly and to trim that at the same time.
Right. And you can't set the hat switch up.
No, it won't. I don't know if I need to get new drivers for the HOTAS or whatever for the Warthog, but it just won't accept the hat switch as a trim button. Trust me, I've tried.
Well, I don't know because I have my trim as my L3 and the back button on the joystick on the HOTAS.
There's a button back there?
There is this one at the back where your
really?
index finger.
Oh shit, there is. I never noticed.
So I use L3 nose up and the one at the back for nose down.
Ah, okay.
Because that way then you're hitting the top one to go up, the bottom one to go down.
Now see my L2
and I use the trigger for brake.
On the button on the bottom of where the base is, there's a button that if you push it forward and down, it's a button. If you push it back and down, it's a button. If you push it left and right, it's a button. And
on the HOTAS, on the
Warthog,
that has a million things.
That's got 28 buttons and 6 switches.
But no, that's the two. I use that, and then I use the 5 and 6 on the throttle for my flaps. The top 2 buttons for your thumb.
What are those on the throttle?
On the throttle, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See,
the throttle.
I flew with it that one time. Yeah, that's right. Because the flaps are back here. That's right. Because I flew with it a couple times while I was fixing my Warthog. And
but you get that back again. You have that back again. You do.
Yeah. Well, what they did was instead of they sent me it back in pieces with a new shaft with some grease and 3 new O-rings.
Right.
And
I thought you said you had to.
I sent it to them.
Yeah, I thought you had to do what you call it. It had to be gone through.
No,
executed board, no?
it was gone. No, they just sent me a new shaft, and it works fine. So apparently there's a ball on the end of the shaft, right? And there's a so it's like a resin ball with I don't know if it's brass or whatever, but it's a contact, right, on the bottom. And according to the thing that I got back in the box, and it told me exactly how to install it, it said that ball was cracked and wasn't holding that contact in place. So the guy that I was emailing back and forth, he thought the contact of the PC board was burnt out. It turns out when they got it and they saw it was that, they tried it in one of their test rigs or whatever and said, this will fix it. And they showed me how to do it. It was actually pretty simple, except taking apart 92 tiny little screws to get this.
They didn't send you a nice little screwdriver to go
No,
with it.
I had to go find one of my because there are all those anti-tampering screws, and I have a set of screwdrivers for that. And I had to go find it. And while I had that apart, I took my Xbox controller apart and discovered that yes, I indeed did crack the the left stick little plasticky bit inside it.
Right.
Yeah, so
You have spares on that, don't you?
I don't.
I thought you had spares for that.
No, that was for my shifter.
All right.
No, it's kind of a weird shape. I don't know if my buddy with the 3D printer can actually print one out.
Yeah, because my Xbox one, when I was setting up the axes in that unmentionable game, yeah, I realised how off the sticks are.
Yeah.
Like they're not off a whole lot, but you can't have dead zone. You have
Good
to have
for-
a big dead zone.
Good for GTA, not so
But
good for
GTA is fine, and just some games are fine on it, but not for precision.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know why I can't see you guys. I see MrMoonDog behind me.
I have you ahead of me. I have you you're 3.5 nautical miles ahead of me, you're going faster than me. And I have MrMoonDog is behind me. As to what distance he is, I don't know.
Yeah, MrMoonDog's five behind me.
See, the two of you are showing up, Stu isn't, but the two of you are showing up on Active Sky.
See, I don't ever look at Active Sky. Now, where do you see this on the map?
On the
On
map.
the map, yeah. Do you have that as well, MrMoonDog? You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a way of pulling that up in game as well.
Alright, so if I turn the traffic on in the map and I lock
Yeah.
my
Which is either
no, see?
you have to set that up though in the X gauge.
Yeah, you have to
Active
let it
Sky.
install it in all your
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
So does that mean you have to reinstall it in the planes that you install
Oh,
afterwards?
no, I have
No, once it's in the plane, it stays there. But if you add a new plane, you have
That's
to
what
add
I'm
it to
saying.
that. Yeah.
So how do you put it into new planes?
You go back through and hit the X gauge and set it up again.
Alright, I must do that, because it'd be handy to have it, did you pull it up because this one doesn't have the GPS.
See,
Yeah, right.
I have MrMoonDog behind me, but I don't see you guys.
I'm between you and MrMoonDog, closer to MrMoonDog.
Yes, yeah, I don't see you.
So I can come up here and I can see Farmer Dad up here is not Islander.
I swear to God,
VP and is non-Cessna.
we should be able to see my plane.
I haven't installed.
Okay.
He has the planes. for
I said
that.
there's
He just
9
hasn't
planes that I've
installed
sent you. And
I've put 2 or 3 of them in. I just haven't done.
I got another one for you guys.
it. Yeah, see, I like it. I have to say, this is a nice plane. I like this.
That Islander's alright, yeah, I enjoy flying that.
See, I like small, slow planes.
I'm only going 140 knots. I could slow
Like
down
you.
more if you want.
I've got this cranked as quickly as I can get it at this
Perfect.
altitude.
I've done 140.
135.
100% throttle.
Well, I'll slow down.
I'm at 140. That's probably low.
Exotic taster.
If I
How's it
change
going?
my pitch,
Thanks for stopping in.
if I change my propeller pitch, I get about 150 now.
Well, make sure you don't have your RPM in the red. Otherwise, you're actually going to slow down. You want
All
to
my
cut
RPM is only at 2,000.
Okay, yeah, that's about where you want to run.
I'm
You
just
wanna
at the
cut
bottom.
pitch so that it cuts
Just at the bottom of the green.
Alright. I can't slow
Oh, my
down much
God.
more. I'll be in flap speed, but I'm down about 125 knots.
No, I'm up to 150. No, hang on, I was reading that wrong. So yeah, I wasn't doing 100 before. I was reading that wrong.
Trucker.
I'm now doing 130. they're in fives, so 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm doing 137 now.
We've gone from ETS and ATS Saturdays to flying, so we're still group trucking in the regard of that, but we're in the air flying now. But thanks for stopping in and checking out the channel. The bandits you hear in the background is the rest of the monkey show.
Get used to it.
Yeah. So we're flying from Greece to Turkey, basically, over the islands in the Mediterranean,
At least there's stuff.
Eastern Mediterranean. Yeah. I don't know. A little low. I should have gone up a little bit to see a little bit more, but with the haze, I don't know how much more you'd see, anyways.
Yeah, I'm at 2,000 feet. Seems to be pretty high.
Yeah, I'm at just tad off, 50 feet over that.
It's probably warm. That's 50 something degrees. It's almost 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
I have. What's the zoom? Is there a zoom button in this?
I couldn't tell you.
Cabinet.
So control enter is to go backwards, what's to go forward, MrMoonDog? Sorry, I have a control back.
Yeah. Control is that, and then like shift is up and down with those two keys.
Yeah. I'm trying to zoom into my temperature gauge, which is on the window, and this is the wheel line. So according to this, I'm at 20 something degrees. That must be in Celsius.
I've got 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 11 degrees Celsius.
I'm at 18, 17 degrees Celsius.
Ah, it's so nice to have scenery that makes sense.
I don't know, I'd prefer to have scenery that makes dollars, but okay. I'm in a good mood today. I had a good work week at work. I've made some money, I've paid bills, and I'm playing with you guys. So I'm in a really good mood.
Aww. So, I guess let me say something to anybody watching over there on MrMoonDog's channel who may normally watch on my channel. Let me just say a couple of things. First of all, thanks for watching MrMoonDog. Second of all, make sure you guys are checking these guys out. These guys are now the official content creation team for the Monkey Show, because I'm not doing it anymore because you guys don't care, so neither do I. Make sure you're watching MrMoonDog and Stu, and Roy when he puts out videos, and everybody else, because it's important. So
Now say hello to Rob. Hey Rob.
Hey,
Rob's
Rob.
just stopped in.
Rob who?
You know Rob. Rob's the one that said that I was the nice one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Obviously, Rob doesn't remember. I'm not the nice one. How's it going, Rob?
This is where I keep very quiet. Fuck that. Still me. Just because I'm not in the public eye anymore doesn't mean I'm not still me.
Right. No, and then on top of it, he isn't streaming. He's here hanging out gaming. There's a difference.
Yeah. Although this is
well, this is fine, but we are the Monkey Show because even though whenever we're not streaming, we're probably hanging out. No, we definitely are hanging out.
It's a pretty short flight, only 30 minutes away.
Yeah, there are.
Might have to do the next leg too.
Well, the next leg, there's kind of 3 short legs. I mean, there are about 500 kilometers in total of the 3 legs. With yes,
Yeah.
No reason not to do the next one.
No.
3.
I slowed down 130 knots. You guys will probably catch me.
I'm on 140. I'm in the yellow zone, but that should be okay. My revs are down, and my manifold pressure is.
That's definitely one you want to watch in that plane.
Well, it's only at 28. It was up to 50. Don't see any red on it though.
I think 30 is the cruise maximum for that, if I remember correctly.
Say that again.
30 is the cruise maximum. I think I run that at like 25.
Oh,
RPMs at 2,000 when I do the schedule from Glasgow to Barra. I love landing at Barra, especially in the weather. That's a lot of fun. When you can't quite see the runway till you're 10 feet over it. Runway, the beach. I'm glad Squawk Mode decided to fly something besides that Fokker 50, and I get it, and I know, because you pay that much money for a plane, you're gonna fly.
It's a nice plane though.
It's great, and trust me, I've thought about getting it. And then I go to Karen Howard's page, and I'm like, ah, no.
That's the one Drako got, is it?
That's the one Drako just got. He's got that
Drako got
50.
Yeah.
Drako got it.
Good for him.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing. He's flown it, and I'm flying it, but because it's Carenado, it pulls it up because I don't have it as the Phenom then, because it's also from Carenado. It's like, why are you pulling it up as that plane? Because that's not what I have it set for in default. Interesting.
I have enough. I have enough prop planes now. I don't need any more. I've been flying. I've been making this guy who owns his Beaver of an FS Economy rich because every time you fly, you got to rent a plane, and because everything's in everything that I'm. Everything in that part of Alaska is a float plane base, right? So it's all it's all Beavers and Skymasters and stuff, and I just like the Beaver, so I've been flying it a lot, and but I was just trying to make money to buy my own plane. I figured what I'm going to do is this. Once I get my own plane and I start making some money, I'm going to try to get an FBO somewhere, and I'll start a group, and then if you guys want to fly,
it's not feasible to run that bigger float plane, is it? That Orion or whatever it is that can land on water and.
Well, the Beaver I have is an amphib. It has gear too.
No, but you know which one I'm talking about. It's more of the spruce goose type style.
Yeah, you can fly a goose, but a lot of these places are really small.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost
I don't want
big still for that.
Yeah. I don't want to taxi in from a mile out in a lake somewhere. I mean, there's literally some of these places I have to land. You're flying down. You're at 500 feet sometimes because of the weather, and there'll be inlets like carved into the side of a mountain. Yeah. And first of all, you have to find it, right? Because yes, I have a GPS in the Beaver, but it's all visual flying, and then figuring out where's the best place to land so that you don't have to taxi for 2 miles into because FS Economy can be really fussy about where it thinks you landed versus where you're supposed to land. So, and FSX seaplane bases are not particularly good anyway.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. I do a lot of flying out of Ketchikan International, yeah. I mean, it's an international airport because Alaska Airlines flies 737s from Portland into there, but that's really the only reason it's an international airport. It's got a really nice seaplane base next to it, though, and that's I gotta say I really enjoy it. So between the VA and the FS Economy, I've been doing nothing but flying. Although the funny thing is, on the forum the other day, did I tell you guys this? On the forum, somebody asked about ETS2 and how do I stop it? How do I stop it from breaking every time it updates? Well, this is how.
Don't put mods.
Don't put mods. Just be prepared to have to backdate your version every time you want to play with your modded program.
Right. I just remembered something there now when I was reading the thing about this. That way you have the double levers on your mixture and all that for your engines.
Yes.
You trigger, you can tie them together.
There isn't it shift?
No, there's a trigger on the thing if you click on the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't ever, because I have separate throttles and all that.
Right.
So
Yes. Yeah. I don't. It was annoying when you're changing the pitch because you have to kind of get the icon up to tell you how far back you were.
Yeah.
To line it up. Whereas now I just remember it there. You click on kind of where it tells you what it does. like your closed feather and cut off. If you click on there, it gives you the option to tie them together or have them separate.
Well, I had to turn my tooltips back on because I'm fucking blind, as everybody knows, and that beaver, everything it's very high res, so everything's really small. So I'm trying to figure out how to like turn my heading and stuff, and I got my nose pressed against the monitor, and I still couldn't see it. So I'm like, I got to turn my tooltips on so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Rob, he is we're flying this to finish this off because we had started beforehand, and that's where we're just going to leave it. As far as farming and flying, he has more hours flying than farming, believe it or not.
As of yesterday, 13,425.
Yeah. So.
Wait some hours.
Yeah. When I have a question about something, and that's often that I have a question. If I can find the time to catch BP, I ask him. He knows what the hell he's talking about. It's just we've gotten him into flying some of the smaller prop stuff instead of all those airliners, and he's taken to it like a duck to water.
I still fly the airliner. Although, you know, it's nice because I only ever flew the 747 for VA because for me it's about the experience, right? So if you're gonna fly for a VA, especially a VA like VA, which is, you know, absolutely 100% realistic.
Yes.
If you fly a 747 in real life, that's probably the only plane you fly. So I only ever flew the 747. Plus, it's a $100 plane, and I wanted to get my money's worth out. But since I've discovered sort of an interest in GA flying, or prop flying, which I didn't have in 10 years before, you know, it's nice that we have the classic routes that I can fly from, and it's not that old. They only stopped that service about 10 years ago. So I can fly out of Glasgow into Barra or into one of the other islands off the coast of Scotland. Nice.
Hello, Jim. Yeah, 13,000 hours. He is not. No.
13,000.
I looked at his farming and added up all his farming hours, and he's not even half of his flying hours.
You have more hours in the Steam edition than most people have in their Farm Sim edition.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I only switched to Steam edition about less than a year ago.
A year ago, yeah.
So
it was only during the summer, wasn't it? Start of the summer.
Yeah. I finally started to migrate everything over from my box edition to FSX XE. On my VA right now, I have just 13,100 hours, and 12,900 of those are in.
And that's just your VA flying. That's not.
Yeah, that's just VA.
That's not all your flying you've been doing lately.
No, I have a couple hundred in FS economy now.
Mind you, I was actually surprised the other day at how many hours I have, and I was at nearly 100 hours.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
It's not scary in the fact that I've seen him pop on when I've been at work, leaving work, getting home, middle of the night, after. So.
Well, think about it this way: whoever's saying that's a scary amount of hours, you figure a 747 flight is at minimum 6 hours long. I fly as now we have an hours cap at VA. I can only fly 135 hours a month because that's what the real VA allows. But if you fly from Heathrow, which is where I'm based, to anywhere in the world in a 747, it's 6 hours. So, and some of the flights are considerably longer. Now, flying to Japan is about 14 and a half hours. If you do the Heathrow to Singapore and then the Sydney route, all told, it's nearly 20 hours. Plus, you got to count the hours that you're sitting there setting the plane up. If you're on VATSIM and there's an event going on and it's busy, you got to count the 2 or 3 hours you're going to sit at the ramp before you even push back. And you know, so that's how you rack up a lot of hours, and you got to enjoy it. And anybody asking me about farming, I still like farming. I still love farming.
Oh yeah.
Drummond Farm's still alive. Old Ridge Farm's still alive. I'm just not making videos.
541 days worth of hours.
Yeah.
You've been doing that the BA what 3, 4, 5 years?
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
So in some regards, that's not nearly as many hours as you could have.
No. There's guys. I am in the top 10 of all-time hours in VA since they reset it.
Did you get wind going over the island, DP?
Yeah, I'm getting a little chopped now. Yeah. bouncing up a little bit. Not too bad though. Still
I know
nice
I'm
there.
just coming over the mainland of the island and I'm just getting shocked around the way.
You'll probably feel it more in that than I will in this.
What was nice to see some GA flying on here from Dib. We do quite a little bit of actually every Saturday until the World Tour's done. We'll probably be strictly GA flying.
Yep.
We did start this,
okay.
got a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Actually, this plane is smaller than a Cessna. It's just more powerful.
Yeah, we started off with 172s. No, we started off
No,
with
the
160s.
162s, the 160 Skycatchers, which are the sport experimentals. Those are really small. Yeah, those are one step up from an ultralight.
I would go with admired, Rob. He's like, with that amount of hours, should be admired or investigated. Both, but I would go with it.
You know what the thing is, Rob? It's something. It's something that before I did anything else, I was a racer. Now, if I could somehow track all the hours I've raced in my life, because that's all I did from 1995 until I pretty much lost everything because of it in 2004 or 5. That's all I did. And then when I got back into sim stuff again, I discovered flying, and I discovered that I'm good at it and I enjoy it. And I'm the guy that will sit in a plane for 10 hours because I like the experience of it. It's all experience. So, and I have the hours to do it. So I did.
Yeah. I don't have the hours to do it, and I've sat here on a Saturday. What have I done? I've been here for this. We get done with this, I'll either do some more flying or something with you guys, and then I go back to more flying. And then we get done with the stream, and I've done this with Zig and Drako, and they're like, all right, I'm going to bed. I'm like loading up another flight, and they're going, what the hell are you doing? Starting another flight?
One thing I want to sort of clarify though is that it's not about the hours. Anybody can chase hours. You can just set up a long flight and go to bed. It's about the experience, and for me, that's what it's all about. I enjoy the complexity of a 747.
Still, you know the answer to that. Yes, you can dual with it. No, you can't dual stream elements itself, though. No.
Damn it.
You cannot dual stream elements itself, but you can dual anyone else that's in there.
Ah, damn.
And I did give the bonuses for the trivia questions to those on the other streams. So.
We've got you with multiple 300 credits to do some.
Yeah, that much.
I'm just playing around with
You've got 3,000 credits to duel with. 300. Well, okay.
So, what do you figure lives on these islands? A lot of goats, probably, right?
A lot of these ones are touristy islands.
Are they?
Or immigrant islands these days.
Welcome to the Monkey Show political commentary.
No, it's I went to an island of Kos, which is just off the coast of Turkey. That's one because that's where they all come. That's how you get into Europe.
Yeah.
Because all these islands are Europe.
I can't do something else.
Technically, Turkey is part of it. Isn't Turkey?
No, Turkey. No, it's not. Trying to get it. It's part of some, but it's not part of the EU.
Well, I'll tell you, Turkey's part of NATO, which blows my mind because they're nowhere near the North. But okay.
Well,
I would say more so to this side of Europe rather than that thing.
No, the reason
I don't get points.
Turkey is part of NATO is because we needed to put missiles there.
But that's my point. First geographical location as opposed to being part of North Atlantic.
Yeah. And there is no leader of the monkey show.
No.
Just to point that out, there is none.
There is a creator of the monkey show, but there is no
leader. No.
There.
If
there was a leader, do you think it would be this chaotic?
If there was a leader, we'd probably have a revolt first moment that we decided who was the leader.
I embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
I have a simple rule when it comes to the monkey show. First of all, at the end of the day, it's my channel, right? So that's that. Second of all, leader. I don't need a leader. You gotta fuck that. I I don't care about all that. We're all friends. We all hang out. We all play games. We all like each other's company for the most part. MrMoonDog annoys the shit out of me, but that's all right. So, and there doesn't need to. We're not just a group of guys who get together once a week to play a game.
Shit. No, we're jumping on. There's someone in Discord pretty much 15 out of 24 hours, and we're just here hanging out.
Usually it's you.
Yeah, logged in playing Transport Fever.
Okay, maybe. But
all right, we're getting close to this place now. So that would be Turkey up off the horizon there.
Yeah.
Passports
I'm
ready.
still waiting for you to accept that duel there, window. I dueled you for 0 credits. Didn't let me do it.
they dueled you for 0 credit. Alright. I gotta go in there and do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm an asshole like that sometimes.
I flew this plane when I first got this. This was going to be my English plane. So,
Sorry, I'm laughing because with 0 credits, I won the duel. Don't challenge me still.
I flew it out of Popham on the sort of south, I guess that's the southeast coast of England, right? Over to Jersey. It's a pretty good flight for this thing. I could swear I could fly this thing halfway across Turkey before it even starts to use any fuel. It's a very fuel efficient plane for as fast as it is. Unlike the Beaver, which uses about a gallon,
A second.
Just, and the
Seems
funny
like
thing
it.
is that when you start it, because it's an old Wasp Junior engine, right? And it's old, and it's an old rotor, radial engine, so you've got to let it warm up, and it takes a while. It takes about 20 minutes real time for it to warm up. And I will use a quarter of one of my tanks of fuel just letting that thing warm up.
Right. No, it's a display, but this one's it's using the opposite tank that it was last one. It uses one tank, not the other.
Are they both on? Up above you there?
Because I turned one off and it killed my engine. I started on, nearly went around in circles.
Maybe that one's empty.
No, it's showing as full as sunny dial is. Like the engine is running. When I turned off the engine, or when I turned off the switch, the plane basically wanted to go around in a circle.
Yeah.
So obviously when I killed the fuel to it.
So it's either not reading correctly, or is it?
Well, I think it automatically defaults to the fullest tank that it actually feeds from. I think
it could be just some planes have issues, don't they? They don't read the gauges properly if you don't start them up right, or they don't. Like I start this cold and dark, so sometimes they don't like that.
I'm going to land in Turkey, and then people are going to wonder how an American bonanza ended up. Surprise!
It's been a series of little hops.
Well, these are a lot more sophisticated than planes that go around the world.
Yeah.
I've been watching this guy, AJ Crowley, and he is this guy. I mean, damn, he's been doing he's recreated the China Clipper flight.
Sorry.
Your motor and on there, you're catching up all the shot.
Well, I've got it pegged on in the A2A, 170, 182.
You're catching me doing that 3.6 back now.
Well, I don't know why, because it's only indicated 130, just under 130.
Well, I could slow down more, but I don't want to get into flat speed, so.
Yeah, my ground speed is telling me 134.
Yeah, so you guys are both going faster than me. I'm right at the edge of the white arc.
Yeah, I'm right on top of the line.
Yeah, see, I don't see you at all.
I'm completely lost MrMoonDog from my viewpoint. I can't see him.
That's standard, Stu. You crank it to full go and go.
Oh crap, I'm actually doing 150.
Yeah. Well, we're not far out from there.
23 nautical miles. Still not far
The
away.
pilot modeling in some of these planes. Like, my guy is wearing a sweater. You wouldn't ever catch me in a sweater.
This fellow is all the proper get-up.
He's all dressed up as an airline pilot. Yeah.
Actually, this guy doesn't look too far from what I would actually wear. Almost a flannel shirt, although it's buttoned too high, and it, probably a Home Depot T-shirt underneath it.
The guy in the beaver, he's got like a full beard. He's wearing a hat, and I'm like, yeah, that's more like. Is he supposed to look like a bush pilot? Like
What's a bush pilot supposed to look like?
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. Now, if I showed up, if I was in Alaska and I hopped out of a beaver at some little dirt strip somewhere, and you saw me, you'd be like, yeah, that's a bush pilot.
Yeah. Well, see,
I have great fun when people see me when we stop at a garage and petrol on the bikes and think, well, who wants the sidecar, who wants the hair? I usually get picked for the hair, we never the sidecar.
Everybody assumes you're the guy on the Harley.
You picture me wearing Velcro shoes. I've done it because they were cheap and I needed shoes, but someone should probably send him a picture of the Unabomber. That's what I would probably be looking like. I look pretty good as the Unabomber, by the way. Wife thinks so. Because altimeter was out of
When I was
whack.
looking at BP's and he's at 2,000, I said that looks a bit higher than 100 feet. But
No, I don't currently wear Velcro shoes. When I had no money and needed new shoes, I've gotten them because they were the cheapest available. There's a difference between going out and purposely buying Velcro shoes and having Velcro and just needing shoes.
Perfect. I picture you wearing a Velcro suit.
No, I look like, I don't resemble him. Velcro suit. I've done door-to-door sales. I look good in a suit.
With a clip-on tie.
No clip-ons. Never done a clip-on.
My old man used to wear a clip-on tie when he was on there, because my father was a plumbing salesman. So for 3 days of the week, he'd have to be on the road. And, this is the 70s and the 80s, right? So you'd have one of those big, collared shirts with the fucking clip-on tie and everything.
That way you could throw the tie on real quick so that you looked professional to meet with them, but...
That's what he'd do. I remember the first thing my uncle ever said to me. I distinctly remember this. He was like, look at your father. Do you want to be that when you grow up? No. Okay. Yeah. And my uncle was a complete opposite. Fucking long hair, scraggly, just... him and all his guys were complete opposite of my old man. Although I wouldn't mind having my old man's money, but the reason he got all that money is because he was sketchy and he didn't give us any.
Now I'll let out the little secret here with the regular tie though. I'd loosen it real far and just slip it over my head, flip it off, and then hang it up there so I didn't have to retie it every time.
I wore a tie every day for 12 years when I worked at Wendy's, and oh man, I tell you what. I was miserable. I'm not a tie. I don't own a suit. I don't own a shirt with buttons. I honest to God don't own a shirt with buttons.
I
used to work in a hotel. There used to be the same thing. Dickie Bowen waistcoat and iron shirt.
Yep.
Clean shaven and
yep.
Yeah. Left that place at say hardly shaved properly since.
I haven't shaved. I have not shaved in over 2 years. So, I mean, my beard is properly long.
Keep
But I don't
breaking
have a full
the
beard,
razors.
so. But my head gets shaved more than my chin.
I'm looking at myself in a mirror this morning, and I'm noticing that the top's starting to get a little thin, and I'm like, how long before you go full David up there, buddy? Are you gonna? Because I mean, I got long hair, right? And I've had long hair since I stopped working at Wendy's, and I like it. And I'm like, at what point does it you just look stupid?
I used to work with a fellow who had like that, a lovely ponytail, until he was stressed out at work one day doing a lot of heavy work, and then I realised he actually had nothing on top. Because he always had pristine hair or ponytail.
Right.
And then once it was only when that kind of got disheveled looking that all of a sudden he was as bald as I was, if not more.
My thing is that I have an odd shaped head. I don't look good. Now I was in the army for nearly 5 years, so my hair was always obviously really short. Now I always shaved it. The one time you have to shave it in basic training, and then I let it grow up a little bit. You're allowed to have it 3 inches on top and shaved off your ears and your neck, so you don't get anything stuck in it. And that was really the last time I had really short hair. And if I were to shave my head now, I'd look like I'd look like a watermelon that got dropped a couple times but didn't quite break,
I see the runway now, by the way. Sorry.
I can see it on the map. It's still a good bit of.
I see it visibly, like the light on the runway. Red light, I can see it.
Am I flown back?
No, you're not. You're behind me.
That's 11 to 29, by the way, for the runway.
Yeah, it has me landing on 11.
11. So we're.
Well, MrMoonDog can see where I am.
11, 10 at 4 knots.
approaching
110 at 4 knots, so 11 would be perfect. Yeah, alright. Nice story.
That's not too bad. That's about 1 o'clock to us, so is it?
No, it'd be about 11. 110. Look at your compass.
I'm looking 110.
You're flying it, whatever you're flying at now, right? Which is pretty much dead east.
I'm flying at 90, yeah. So 110 is another
20 degrees to your right.
Yeah, which is 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you said 11.
No, I said 1, you said 11.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Someone,
So I don't know how to read a compass, apparently. Very good. 13,000 plus hours of flight sim, I don't know how to read a compass. All right, thank you.
Right.
Dead
I don't know
east
my
at
right
9
left either.
is
So.
3 o'clock.
That's
12
right.
would be
We all
about
know that
4
when
o'clock.
Dafydd is given directions, he holds out the hand that he wants us to turn
Yeah.
to after he said which way to turn. So really,
That's
this
why I
is
go.
blind
That's why I
being
said.
blind.
Yeah, that's why I said 1 o'clock. It's like I know my clock. I don't know my left and right.
Yeah, east is
Okay,
3
so-
o'clock, and that's 9. 11 is between 4 o'clock, 12,
Well,
and
that's
east
that.
is
If we're
about...
heading east at the moment, so to me, east is.
So you're at
12 o'clock.
roughly about 3:40, like
I
20
don't
to 4 is what you're
see
looking for.
Oh, you're well out, Jet BP. You're.
I am, yeah.
I don't see anything either. It's very hazy over land. Though.
I see the runway now coming in.
We're
approach.
flying over a bit of land, and we have water the other side of that.
Yeah.
The airport is.
It's just on
beyond
the
that.
bit of land. It's like, see it
Well,
comes
'cause
in the corner.
Because the GPS is telling me 12 miles, so
Oh, did it?
probably
Sorry,
with the keys, I wouldn't be able to see it from 12 miles anyway.
It's very mountainous.
Yeah, that's
No,
Turkey.
it's on flat land. It's very flat here, where it
That's
is.
southern Turkey.
It's right in the middle of the mountains, basically. On the edge of the land, it's on the coast. Like this big valley, it's right in the middle of it.
So, do we do the next one?
Well, it's only been in
You can
50 minutes
see
since
it.
we started.
Just
Yeah.
an hour. Really.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, it's up. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
fuck it.
I see the runway now. Yeah.
Oh,
have
I see
the
it.
runway in sight.
Yeah, me too.
I better.
Wow, it literally is like in the mid. Wow. Okay, very good.
I better line up because I'm sitting sideways to the screen with my feet
Yeah.
up on the couch.
Yeah, I was just looking the other way, and I'm like,
See,
oh,
now that I have a chair that isn't solid, I have a tendency to turn sideways and feet up.
Rob, I'm not sure what that is. You guys ever hit the rippers? I don't know.
Fly the plane.
I've hit a lot of things with this
Yeah,
plane.
fly the. You've hit a lot of things. Trees, houses, runways, torn up. He's torn up the grass between runways.
The thing I don't like about this Bonanza is I'm so used to doing all the stall flying that I can't idle the power out without the gear being down. Otherwise, it yells at me. So I gotta get.
Well,
my-
the
that
King Air 200 that I have, you back off on the throttle to pull it on speed. If you have your props full, it doesn't like that. It does starts yelling at you for that one. So
Oh, speaking of that, good call, MrMoonDog. It's full, makes you rich. Gear down. Here we go. Ah, we're losing some speed.
Now I'm about to land. And I'm giving somebody a heart attack on this runway because I'm so low out.
Okay, well that's gotta be Stu at 50 feet, 10 miles out, because I'm turning onto final.
Turning on the final, I pretty much flew from Greece on final.
Well, yeah, but if you set up vectors, it's just like
Turn off the
just a little bit.
Go hand flying for this bit.
Yep.
I was trying to learn how to do ILS during the week. Didn't go too well.
Didn't go too well. Probably watched.
The plane, while I was flying this plane, it went in increasingly smaller spirals till it hit the wing off the ground. I was obviously doing something wrong.
I just bounced about 8 times. Oops.
I still catch myself because of all my years of flying a 747, even with all the prop flying I've been doing. I catch myself slowing down way too early in these things.
White is too high, isn't it?
Yes.
White is too high, red is too low.
2 of each is on the glide path.
Assuming it has a 4-light PAPI system and not a 2-light.
Yeah, it has 4 light.
I don't worry about PAPIs in these small airplanes.
No, these are, but if they're all white and I'm that close, then I must be way too high. I have one red now, so I'm doing a fairly steep descent to 1,500 feet.
Yeah, that's pretty steep.
I think I have my.
That's the MrMoonDog coming in.
You do? Alright,
I'll be last.
Yeah, but I see him
now.
on my screen like
Yes.
I'm coming into the end of the runway there. I have a lake just to the right of the
just
runway.
to the right of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just over that there now.
Okay, so I'm right behind you, David, because I'm just coming
but
over
you
that
can't
spit
see
of land
me,
now.
so you're
I can't
fine.
see you, so it doesn't matter, yeah.
No,
I can't crash into you.
Just
Once again, water, not that you can see mine, but provided by MrMoonDog's team on Rex 4, which is really nice.
and is it work? You have an actual airport just
Yeah. Oh yeah, my scenery is worked out now, and I'm not fucking with it again.
say drop.
Oh, there is a bit of trees right on the approach, though. Can't go too low.
Not like it stopped me.
Where did you stop, Stu? Not that you can see me anyway.
D, the first exit onto the taxiway.
I think I missed that.
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to stop that on the first exit. That doesn't have the best brakes in the world.
Well, I turned around and came back to D. That's
I'm
what
going
I'm
on
easier for you lot.
We're gonna try to land that thing up. Me and you ought to fly those up to Barra one and end on the beach. That's a lot of fun. Rough. God, I said rough. That's got to be a rough landing in real life.
I'm on steep.
All right, I'm coming up to the. I'm just flying over the trees now, and then I'm gonna duck down. You don't need to land this at 40 miles an hour. It'd be regular plane.
I find it easier to land the Duke than I do to land that. Of course, I have no idea if that's normal or not.
At least I could taxi off the damn runway now and not have to worry about. Oh, I did make it off Delta. How about that? Because I could taxi off. Yeah, well, I landed pretty much right on.
I was a bit late.
At least I could taxi off the runway now without having to worry about driving into the mission. All right, cool. I think I'll just turn around here in the Delta here and stay right here. I can't see anybody. So.
I'm up at 8 29. So which runway do we take off the same when we landed? Is it?
Yeah, if that's the way the wind's blowing, we want to take off the same way. We want to take off into the wind and land in the... So I'm just going to stop right there. So I'm in MrMoonDog's way. Let's go see if we can see if we can find it. There he is. A little high, man.
I have been coming in with no beat, but...
Oh, get it down, get it down. Yep. Okay, you're inside those white marks. That counts. That's a touchdown zone. You're all right.
See, and I thought I was very far up the runway. I landed there too.
It's so easy to float these things. I'm just going to do a 180 on that.
Yeah, completely unrealistic.
Not necessarily.
If you can do it, why not?
You do that a lot on these little places that I fly into.
Like it's easier for you to get off the runway there for the next plane to come in than to be taxiing a mile up the runway to get off the other one.
And since I don't see a tower on this
well, I have a tower. I'm actually.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Tower up the far end.
Yeah, I see it. But I still think this is probably I doubt this is an international.
And here's the funny thing, I've got the brakes squeaking on this thing every time I'm hitting the brakes now.
Yeah.
Get a service.
Probably need new pads. All right.
No,
cool.
I didn't say I have 30,000 hours of flight time sim. I've only been doing this for a year. I don't even think I have 1,000 hours in flight sim yet, or do I? I think I just crushed it at 1,000 hours. I'm new.
Right, I'm going to restart my simulator again and see if it helps with seeing you guys. So if you'd like to get the flight plan in Discord so I can see it, and I'll get it in a second.
So
my new flight
we're going to do some of this. I'm going to jump up and grab a drink and I'll be right back. So we'll do the cool little charity screen there. Be right back.
I have a 2000 network error.
All right, so the next bit is not. I love how it shows me like Google automatically goes to my house.
Turn that off. Thank you. All the Discord's off. Mic's off. Fucking Rob's annoying me. He's gonna get kicked.
Tell him.
Yeah.
He's annoying. You tell him to shut the fuck up or get the fuck out. Those are your options.
Can I join the monkey show? I've ignored that one. Who's flying while I'm landing, and then 30,000 hours, and you get that landing. I don't have 30,000 hours.
Okay, so we're here at LTFE, and we're going to go down to Dalaman, I guess. Stay on the coast. Would that be LICA? No, that would be LTBS. So LTFE to LTBS. LTF. LT. What did I say it was? BS? That's right. It's all BS anyway. Yeah, it is. All right.
Thanks, BP.
Cool. Yep, you're welcome.
What we flying here?
Steam, get the fuck out of the way, please. I'm flying this plane. I'm going to stay right in this plane.
Right, okay, so I'll just take it on Cessna.
TFE. to
muted there talking to myself. I'm up with fuel stop.
LTB. Oh. Now, if you look at the Google Maps of this this airport we're at right now, it's called Bodrum, but it's nowhere near Bodrum. It's actually north in a town called Milas. They just named it probably for the nearest big town.
Yeah, I have it down because when I googled earlier, it was just down as Milas.
Yeah, Milas, Bodrum, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready to go. So I'll go grab a cup of coffee, make a cigarette.
LTBS.
LT. Okay.
I'm up near where I was already. Okay. So I'm up at the airport on the tower end. So 29.
Wait a minute. 7,500. Is that due to the mountains there?
Possibly because we're flying over them.
Yeah, I'm going to put it. No, I do not want to reposition. I want to stay that right there.
Changed already, nice.
Okay, so drinks back. All right. So we're still here. We're taking off from let's see, I had that so that I could see that for the stream. We're taking off from LTFE going to LTBS.
I've got you all now.
I'm going to fly in the same plane. And what have I got here? A couple things here.
I have an age, but I have a view there. We're talking 0.1 off the mile.
I got me whiskey. No, I don't have any whiskey here. I only drink RC during the streams. RC, Coke, hardly ever. Probably never Pepsi if I can. And grabbed a small snack.
Well, I've got my air traffic now. So,
as far as then the questions that you had there, can you join the Monkey Show, or is that allowed? Well, you can join the Monkey Show Discord, but to be honest, the Monkey Show is a group of guys that have slowly worked their way into it. And as far as being on the Discord, you'll be on push to talk and such a thing. So it's a learned thing. You join the Monkey Show in the regard of you hang out, and then you find out if you like hanging out with us. Because to be honest, there's a few of us that probably don't want to hang out with at times.
We shall name no names.
No, we're going to name one name, me, because of the fact that I'm considered the nice one, when it's me and a couple others are probably the meanest ones, and if you poke the freaking bear too often, you end up getting clawed and chewed and bitten in half, and that's normally from comments in my own house, happens within a question and a half. So
I'll follow you somewhere.
no, you don't. No, you can join us. We're on Join FS right now. We'll tell you exactly where you're flying. You can fly with us. There is nothing with the fact that you can't hang out and fly with us.
Dafydd, do you still not see me on air traffic?
I haven't looked.
I've got.
No, I have you know. I have you down as
There's BP over there, and I
a 182 style right with a number, not a name. So I'm assuming that's you.
Who is this right behind me?
I'm behind you.
No, there's a Mooney behind me, Mooney Bravo, that's probably in game, that's sitting there waiting for me to taxi. Alright. I'm going to look to the start of the runway to get ready.
Yeah, I'm heading there now.
Drive through that airport building again. That's the car.
Hello, BP.
Well, no, technically This is the World Extravaganza thing that we're putting on for raising money for the Ronald McDonald House. We've, as a group, already plotted, what, halfway around? Third of the way around?
Yeah, we're down to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, down to Abu Dhabi, and those flights are put together, and then that's what we're flying on this. That list can be made available. I'll actually update in the YouTube thing where we've flown to and where we're flying to next. I'll update it in this one. That's only probably 30, 40 legs so far that we've got planned. Or only halfway through those.
Yeah, well, we've planned as far as Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
We don't fly every single leg. We jump from place to place.
We haven't flown them all, but we've linked all the links together though. So if someone else wanted to fly all,
considering we started in Scotland and we're now in southern Turkey, I think we're doing okay.
What the fuck? There's somebody right behind me.
That's me. I was following you, thinking you know where you're going.
Oh yeah, I just suddenly seen this plane up my. I was looking at a window. I was like, what the fuck?
I followed Stu, thinking it was MrMoonDog and just going across the grass.
No, that's me going to the end of the runway.
You're on the runway?
No, I'm not on the runway. I'm heading towards it. I'm just taking a short cut.
oh, we're good on fuel. We should be good on fuel.
That'll be MrMoonDog in front of us.
Yeah. I think I'm all set.
That's joining us. I see somebody at the end of the run. I'm going to turn around here.
Oh, that'll be you then, BP.
It's true where I see one plane at the end of the runway.
Flaps there.
I see somebody turning around. That must be you.
That's me, yeah.
Yep, that's how I said.
Landing lights.
I got T.
I forgot to set when I
right next to me here. Default Cessna.
and if I look at
Sorry, David, I had to slow down there. Like, my plane was trying to keep off. just going around the grass.
I done that last week when I was getting light with FS train because I was taxiing on the runway, and this thing, once it hits 80 knots, would just lift up the air. It's
departing east. Where is Drako? Drako is at work. Drako has been very busy working lately, so.
What a taxi.
I'm about to run BP over.
full flaps on these things.
Huh?
You're full flap.
Yeah.
Taxiing?
You set your flaps while you're taxiing, so when you get to the runway, you just take that.
Yeah.
They're not full flap.
Yeah, because I don't want to get to 3/4 of the way to runway before I take off.
Alright.
I could take off with no flaps in this thing, really. This plane's a little bit heavier than yours. Not yours, but the Cessna's.
I have to say, this plane does take off nicely, right? So low flap, so.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's.
Speed it takes off.
That's what it's designed for. It's designed to take off and
Spooling
land
it up.
short runways.
North Korean meetings and all that with Trump. Yeah, that was a day and a half ago that all that news broke.
Yeah, I'm just going. I'm waiting to see if it takes off on itself. And it does.
But should on this runway, it's not.
Alright, I'm
Dog is there. Dog is in the air as well.
Yeah, and hopefully I'm staying in the air. I should be staying there now.
You're gone. Okay, you're out.
Yeah, I'm rolling right now.
Turning right at the end of the runway, finally down that far. that a little bit.
And there we go.
Don't know. Never met the guy.
That's a great gear up.
Comes down to sort of, from my opinion, is it's like your boss at a major company. As long as he doesn't have you out on the street because there's no work available, then he's doing okay. Sort of the same thing with the president right now. Don't have to like him, just as long as he's got work for you.
Did you say 7,500 people?
That's what it said in when I created the flight thing. It automatically defaulted to that. I left it at 5,500, but I'm just gonna.
I think because the guy is telling me 7.5, so that's obviously what.
Must be some.
That's what it saved as.
Yeah.
What heading are we flying here, boys?
About 110, I reckon.
Yeah, 120.
117 is mine.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some altitude to get over these mountains. So.
It might depend on what path you're taking over the mountains, though. Maybe some parts in 7,000, or one part's like 5,000 feet. If you hit a peak or something. Anyway. I'm so inclined to 5,000 feet, so really just leave it at that.
Turkey. Alright, I've seen Turkey. I'm happy. Let's move on.
No, we're still in Turkey, MrMoonDog. This whole thing is Turkey.
Turkey's a massive country.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it, BP behind me now. That's my good MrMoonDog.
Should be ahead of you.
Yeah, but where? I'm just trying to work out where you are in relation to me, left or right.
Need to let my life here real quick.
You might be in the clouds from me, which point I can't see you.
LTS.
Right there.
Well, we're off at about 2,100. We'll see how that. Just so I can get a glimpse of the scene. Alright, time to twiddle some knobs.
LTBS is
LTBS.
distant.
Dalaman.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Fly Live. It's got it going from LTFE to LTBS, and it says it's 10 nautical miles when it's more like 70.
It's
60 or 70.
about 67 right now, I think, as far as I can wait to see it. I'm too blind for that shit. 57?
Yeah. Okay, so outside field for let's see, I've got a Bravo back there. That's
Oh,
You're off to my right.
Yeah.
A little in front of me.
I'm behind you.
I'm directly to your left, MrMoonDog.
I'm climbing. I'm doing about 500, 1,000 feet, and I'm only doing 80 knots.
Yeah. Well, that thing don't like to climb more than about 700 feet a minute anyway.
Yeah, MrMoonDog, I see you to my direct right.
I see everybody but David. I don't know why I can't see you, David.
I'm behind you.
Yeah, I know, but I can't see
have MrMoonDog. That's the 182, that's Stu, and I have you. You're just ahead of me.
Yeah.
Underneath. What height are you?
22,000?
Oh, I'm up at 4.5.
I'm at 29, almost 3.
As in, I'm climbing at steady 500 now. I'm doing about 90 knots.
Yeah, I see you.
It's not a no political zone area. It's just I gave you my opinion and I left it.
I'm at around 5,200 feet now.
I'm gonna stay at 2,000 until I have to climb because the scenery's pretty.
Yeah, it's like it's very low pressure for vehicles.
For your tires?
Yeah.
It's not your tire pressure. It doesn't measure tire pressure.
No, I'm looking at the thing beside the wheel on the arm. It says 35 psi.
Well, yeah, they would be low. Those are designed to land on, you know.
Well, I suppose, yeah, it's like my sidecar runs at 15, 20 psi for suspension.
They're designed to land on unimproved runways. Land that thing. I'm telling you, we're gonna go fly those to Barra out of Glasgow. Land it on the beach. It's fantastic.
What did you say you were going to moon, like 5.5, is it?
I set it for 5.5.
Because if
at
I'm at
3, I'm going-
5.5, and I reckon I'm clear of everything.
Yeah, I'm going down now. I'm going to skim across the water here and come back up on the other side.
5.5.
I'm going to see if I can make the virtual version of the wife in the passenger seat, in the co-pilot seat, use the window bag. Change altitude, go up and down. Oh, it doesn't like that. There we go.
I'm definitely skimming the countryside down here.
These things linked definitely an advantage when using the most.
I know on the King Air 350 that we've got, if you click on sort of the center of one of the mixture or prop, it'll just move the one. If you click on the top near this top center of both of them, it'll move both together.
This has a thing kind of at the bottom, we'll say, where they'd be all closed.
Yeah.
If you mouse over that, you get a hand icon.
Okay.
And it allows you to toggle them between being separate or single.
I just right click with the mouse to move single and left click to move both.
But as standard BP, this is a plane that when you're turning on a small runway, you want to have one throttle going and the other one not. So when you're landing up in the Aran Islands and you have to turn around and it's the runway.
Yeah, that differential braking and asymmetrical thrust.
And I'll just set up, well, I have to set up the brake.
Try using that little slider thing on the back of your throttle.
I use that for my throttle. I use that for my But then that's only a flick of a button, so that when you're on the ground, then you can use it as your brakes. Use the throttle or use the joystick then for your thing.
Thrustmaster reckons that's how I bent my shaft.
Which twisting it?
From twisting it too much, yeah.
I'm not supposed to be twisting it.
Yeah, but you got to realize the hours that I put on that thing.
Well, yeah. Did they ask you how long?
Well, the guy asked me in the email. He's like, "Do you do a lot of?" He says, "What kind of flying do you guys?" Well, the majority of this thing's life has been with the 747, which requires no rudder whatsoever. But lately, I've been doing a lot of bush flying. He says, "You've been doing a lot of like slips and stuff." Yeah. He says, "Yeah." He says, "I could see how if you're not used to it, you may be too aggressive twisting the throttle. He says, you want to turn the sensitivity down." Okay. That's how
It always seems so much lower when you're opposite.
Yeah.
Well, it's like driving a semi or a large truck that's jacked up, and then you jump into your little Corvette or whatever, and you're down low, and it's like speed perception changes drastically.
Yeah, when you're on a bike, the only thing between the road and you, your knee is a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
And then you get into a car and you're like, alright, that's fine.
When the only thing between you and the road is some blood.
When I started driving a car first, like, you just get that cocoon effect and you're like, yeah, you don't realise how fast you're moving. Because I drove a bike before I ever drove a car.
See, I'm the opposite. I will drive way faster on the bike than I will.
No, don't get me wrong, I do. But what I'm saying is when I learned to drive, I drive on a bike. And then when I first started driving the car, I had no perspective of speed in the car.
Yeah, you definitely don't get a sense of speed. I was driving with a buddy of mine one time. He's got he had at the time a Mustang 5.0. This is going back. We're probably doing 120, I guess, down to Mass Pike. I remember thinking, wow, is there some reason why you're driving like a fucking grandmother? He's like, dude, look at this pedal. I'm like, wow.
Oh, you don't get the same sense. You don't get the same sense in the car at all.
We're on a bike 120, you know you're going 100. I mean, that's quick. That's fast, especially on my bike, My bike tends to start making some noises right around there.
Oh, it's fast. But yeah, but when you're on a bike, you tend, even just the wind and whatever.
The wind noise.
The wind
is
you're going. But you sit in the car with the windows up and the radio on, and you're oblivious to how fast you're going.
I can tell how fast I'm going on my bike by how much I have to lean forward. Like, because over 100 miles an hour, you start to get really aerodynamic, right? So if you lean back, I swear to God, that bike would actually fly if I lean back far enough.
So I know when I'm in towns and my eyes water and I'm going a bit too fast, they water at about 40 miles an hour. So if I'm doing any more than 40 miles an hour, I have to put the visor down.
Yeah.
That's a good way of restricting your speed in a built-up area.
Once I started wearing goggles, I didn't wear goggles until probably 10 years ago, but I got sick again. Especially out in Arizona and places like that, you just get these fucking bugs and they get in your eyes and you can't see for 10 miles. You're literally riding with your eyes closed for 10 miles trying to squeeze whatever got in there out.
That's the point where I like the fact that I wear glasses.
Oh, glasses don't. Like, I wear glasses, and it's...
I'll tell you a story about glasses.
Especially when it rains.
No, I don't like it then. Yeah, that's for sure.
I saw a guy one time on glasses, wearing glasses, just regular glasses, right? Get hit by something, and it shattered it didn't shatter, but break in pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it broke. The glasses broke up. So when we stopped for fuel, the next stop, he gets off, and I'm like, something's missing there. He says, yeah, I got hit by something. Broke my right lens.
Oh, but like if they got stone chip or thankfully they haven't, like,
my goggles are impact resistant because I tell you what, any bug, a bee A bumblebee at 100 miles an hour will go through your brain.
I nearly took the head off myself under the head. Like split, it just splattered, covered the whole front of the helmet.
I had a something in I don't know where we were, in Jersey. I don't know what it was. It had been one of those big Luna moths, you know? Because it was just getting to be night and they were all starting to come out of summer, so the bugs are bouncing off. You can hear them hitting the goggles, you know? I heard it, like I heard the thing coming, and that's how big it was. It was like thwack, and my head bounced back, and I'm like, what the hell did I just hit? There's guts all over the. I had to pull over and stop. Couldn't see. I thought I hit a bird. I'm like, did I just hit a freaking bird?
You look at the front of your car, but like even on the bike, you know, when you go and clean your light, stuff on, especially with the wing now with the screen and the big square front end on it. The stuff that you're cleaning out.
I had one of those zip past me, and then I had a big smack in the middle of my back. Why? Because it missed me, but it hit the wife right in the forehead. She was wearing a helmet, but she smacked me as hard as she could because it hit her.
Yeah.
And then I had to hear about how I should have leaned over and taken the hit so she didn't have to. Oh, okay.
You know, you've been on the road for a while when you get out, like especially like through the Southwest, and you get off the bike at some little fucking bar somewhere, right? And you've got bugs and twigs and dust and dirt. You spend 10 minutes brushing the shit out of your hair before you go inside, or if you're like me, and you don't give a fuck, and you're like, oh, and you got the dirt lines around your face from the goggles. Because the road in a car will look perfectly clean. You'll find out how clean it's not when you're on a bike.
Yeah.
And all that shit's hitting you in the face. Because I don't have a screen. I don't have a...
Especially the person behind me, because I have the modified mudguard.
No.
Which doesn't come down all the ways down.
No fender on your sidecar wheel? No?
Well, no, that was on the Shadow. I originally had the number plate and all that on the back of it.
Yeah.
But I cut it up to the steel mudguard.
Oh yeah.
So any stuff coming off was straight back. A friend of mine used to like driving behind me. Not only that, but then straight through the pipe.
I just got sick of having that stripe on my back, so I went with a full all of it.
Oh no, it just didn't get me at all. If it was extremely wet, no, possibly. But it would kind of fling it back at an angle.
Yeah.
And then the way I maintain the faster you drive, the less likely you're to get yourself.
Right. Well, these mountains are starting to get a little tall here.
Yeah, follow the coast over time.
Well, I'm at 5,500 feet. And I tend to go.
Well, you can stay down in the coast if you want, because the airport's literally on the coast. Although your runway's 119, so I don't know how you approach it.
119, is it?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it from you, BP. I've been listening to you bush flying through mountains. This is exactly what you've been looking for.
Oh yeah. No, I just
no land strips.
I don't want to crash my not bush plane into the side of a mountain.
Though. Yeah. Saturday, that's exactly what we were having fun with last Saturday. Was it Saturday? Tuesday. Tuesday, when we were crashing the 737s into South American landscape.
We have Roy Taylor
doing it.
Let's test the 172. Guys, well, it's showing up on the map anyways, being behind us.
Yeah, it is. So he's not in Discord, but he's following us. Okay.
There he is.
Cool.
What's going on, Roy?
Hello.
Hello, Roy.
Hello.
I have an MSGE South Cessna 172 drawn back at the airport as well.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I use slew mode to get somewhere. I don't know where I am compared to
slew mode halfway across the planet.
Alright, or maybe that's what it is. So maybe that was you back there, and active skycap might work over.
It doesn't know. It doesn't understand slew mode. Nothing does.
Where are you, Roy? We're just coming off to the other side of the land in front of it. Okay. So and then you have water in front of you. Yeah. And then there's a bit of land. We're just coming off to the side of that. Where are we descending? Okay.
Well, I'm not descending. I'm only at 333.
No, I just don't know why this thing's descending.
But I just
5.5. You're something to 2.6. That's MrMoonDog.
They're wanting us to land on 1.
I'm on 2.7. David, might be using.
Oh, it's just you actually, yeah.
I'm like just slightly to the left of the flight path.
That's windy there. I forget the numbers.
Because I'm not using the autopilot. I'm just flying the selfies now.
Well, I'm using autopilot just for heading and just adjusting it.
I did autopilot the first one. This one's been all hand flying.
Well, I was using autopilot at first, but there's all this mountain down here. I want to make sure it's flying through.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing to do.
That's why I'm up at 5,500 feet.
Although my airspeed's getting pretty high.
But when you're doing that and you go, oh, let's dip down and bank that way, and then your wings fall off.
Yeah, because I'm doing about 106 feet.
This plane isn't very good for climbing, so I don't really want to get stuck down with one.
These were really short hops. It's about 18 miles out.
Yeah, I'm right at the airport now, 9 miles away. I can see the runway.
I have somebody just below me. I can just see the name. Oh, fuck. What is your window in the plane called?
Windscreen.
Windshield, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the runway from here.
I have to do the next one.
Yeah, it's definitely this thing, because I'm using
Well,
up
an hour and a
fuel
half
on
BP
one
is
side again.
up to yourself. Is that long enough? An hour and a half.
You could always switch the tank if it bothers you.
I can't, because if I turn it off, it turns the engine off. It doesn't bother me. I'm just
I don't have that much. I've only flown that plane probably 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah, no, like they're both turned on. You have the red and the green switch. They're both turned on.
Yeah.
But I don't have that's engine 2 fuel control switch and engine 1.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a.
Is there down on the bottom of the throttle quadrant? Is there a switch down there? I don't remember.
Under the throttle.
Yeah, down on that. That is still there.
As in, what behind this the yoke?
Sure. I don't know. I'll have to get in that plane and find out. I don't remember. I haven't flown it in a while.
I don't stay anywhere for.
When I fly that plane, all I ever pay attention to is my speed and that I have fuel.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I have fuel. Like even I'm not running out of fuel. I have actually flown this on one engine just to see what.
A lot of rudder.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is thank God that the airport in Cork is on a hill. So you have a bit of. And then I discovered if you take the flaps off, it actually flies well.
Oh, I see lights now.
You do?
Yeah, the lights, the runway, I can see them.
Oh, I see. Is the runway there?
Yeah, I can see the runway. It aims right into the coast. It's virtually aimed straight at the
What
coast.
did you say it is? At 1, is it?
Yeah, 1 in 19.
What one did you say MrMoonDog to land on?
1.
So is that you heading off? That's why you're heading down that way, is it?
That's why I'm headed off this way. I was planning on heading off this way anyways.
So 1 is going south
North. North, yeah, south to north, right.
I'm coming from the land towards the coast. That's what I'm here.
I'd like to see MrMoonDog veer off there, so following him.
Kids seem happy.
Yeah. They're playing that Rocket League.
Oh, they're playing Rocket League. Did you see what Zig put up there in chat?
So they're playing it just like every other person I've ever watched play that game, doing a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Your kids are natural YouTubers.
you know, I was in work this week and they were talking about the game Fortnite, and there was a legal lawsuit about it because people were thinking it's turning their kids violent or something. I was like, no, your children are arseholes to start with, that's why they're violent.
Yeah, they play Fortnite because they're not able. The other one play the Battleground. But yeah, Fortnite is definitely like it's all kids, and as opposed to Battleground, it's more like an army game, a proper game, shooting game.
Okay.
Oh shit! That's the runway right there.
Yeah, that's why myself and MrMoonDog have veered off.
I wasn't even paying attention. Sorry. I was looking at the. I was flying. I was hand flying.
Not that far behind us, Roy.
But I was looking at the ocean.
Yeah, I see Stu. Are you landed, Stu? Are you?
Yeah, that's me coming down now.
So I need to go that way.
I got a UN plane in front of me. Bombardier, third jet, 45. You would get a lot of UN planes in this part.
Yeah, I think the next leg then is it's in Turkey, but it's nearly over to the end of the Mediterranean.
Yep.
I'm on the runway.
Whoa, easy, big fella. Where are you going?
I'm on to the B taxiway.
Okay.
The first one you come. Well, I don't know what yours look to come to first because you're on the end. And we just taxi my way down.
They're going to start profit. 5,500.
Oh, I see somebody coming in.
Apparently this that little brass thing was worn out for quite a while because I used as much down pressure as I would ever use to descend. And I basically dropped down about 3,000 feet a minute.
Please, call you Jason! You're Jason!
I gotta get used to this all over again now. Alright, that's probably it.
So my kids have been prepping themselves when they do a video one day, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, actually a live stream more than anything, by the sounds of it, because they turned around and said, please don't forget to subscribe. It's like, really?
Ah! Oh god, the YouTube generation.
Oh my, oh no, that's not what you use. I just seen a plane come down the runway and it's like, nope, not what you use. Now you're flying in that thing.
That must be you then in front of me, as is David.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
I can see
I can't see
flying
him.
in.
Well, I can't see him either, but I just have.
Yeah.
OBP went in the other direction.
Did I?
You're gone from the north, we're coming from the south.
Oh, that's fine. I can go that way. I'll just go down one
I don't think there's. What wind is there anyway? There's
there doesn't seem to be hardly any in planes.
5 knots.
Yeah.
30 to 0-30, 5 knots.
That's fine. I'll do a right downwind here, and then I had to bleed some speed anyway. So.
Oh, there's MrMoonDog. I see him there.
5,000.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I descended and I went from 80 knots to 120 knots.
So I'm up at 160 knots.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I like eating things. Yeah. Let's back up. Well, this is I like to store.
I think I came down to the taxiway nearest you and just parked it up. And I can see BP way in the distance. And I could grab it. So Roy must be somewhere back there.
Yeah, I'm about two or 3 miles behind you, David, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I made that 9.
I'm trying to lose height too, because I'm still at 3,000.
Oh, I'm at 400 feet. I'm actually a little low. Which is fine. I'll just.
Yeah, I see 4 red lights for you. Terrible. You're almost flying with stuff. Sorry, I just had to.
No, you know, level out.
You have no skid things on there for walking.
Yeah, no, but if I level out at this, it'll kill speed, so I'm fine.
Actually, I need to turn that way a bit. Go further out to sea.
Oh, there you are, Roy. Okay, so I can see everybody but Dave.
You still can't see me.
I still can't.
See,
He's-
before you updated that, now you can see me in the wrong.
Yeah, ever since this update, it's been a massive thing.
Come on.
Right, we're kind of going head to head here, but you're far above me. I'm gonna turn left base here.
Yeah, I'm gone further out anyway.
All right.
Alright, I see the runway now. I overshot a bit.
I'm gonna turn left base right on the coastline here,
Yeah.
and then hopefully we should turn the final.
Holy crap, MrMoonDog, that
Whoa.
Canada guy.
Yeah, I know.
You were basically aiming at the ground there.
Yeah. Come on. Gently.
I see myself now.
I wish I was flying a Cub or fucking. I want to land on that. I want to land on that beach. I bet I could put this down on the beach. I bet I could.
BP's not going to land in the airport now.
Do we set this down on the? No, we did all the work. We want to approach. Let's land it on the. Damn it! I'm gonna land on that beach. Pretty sure that looks flat enough. I could set this down.
Now, who's next to the list? David?
Me, yeah.
Yep, I see you.
I'm
now.
just. I'm gonna be turning final now.
Like driving Euro truck, I have a big column in the middle of the base, and now I can't see the runway. I know it's there somewhere, but I can't.
To your
see
right,
it.
David.
Well, I just have a big console in the middle of my plane. In the middle of my windscreen, so
You're
I can
aimed at
see
the airport just now.
runway.
You should be
I know,
looking to the right.
yeah, I know where it is. But this plane has a massive console in the middle. Like,
And I'm clear.
Almost. Next time, put the gear down. You know, before you make your base turn, your final turn, BP.
Stretch your leg in the middle. Okay.
I was pretty much overlanded the runways. I just want to land on it.
Whoa, Jesus, there's something going right under you, David.
there's Rich.
Something came right underneath you.
Oh, that's because BP can't see me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, BP is landing just in front of me there.
Ah, right. Actually,
He
well, I
can't
see
see
BP landing here.
That's the runway.
I just like looked at MrMoonDog stream and we came back and there was somebody coming flying around the vehicle.
That was some tandem landing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see him at all.
He can't
No.
see me, but I can see him when he went beneath me.
And here's Roy finally.
Well, I wasn't on the flight path, so.
In case anybody's wondering, this is what Roy looks like. His pilot here. This is totally what Roy looks like in real life. You can see the jewellery theft jacket on, like the I steal jewels from him.
That's
Yeah, I think that is exactly what he looks like. I've
Yeah,
seen a
we'll
blurry
go with
picture
that.
of him. I've seen a blurry picture of him, and it looked just like that.
there you go.
There's no way you guys got stopped at the first taxi.
No, I went up. There was no way I went up and actually cut through the grass, and then came back down.
BP, I came in from the north side. I came in from the north side, not the south.
So we're watching Roy here, and while we watch Roy, we'll
Didn't,
snap us a pizza.
did you guys say 0-1, right? That's the way the wind was.
Yeah, 0-1.
Yeah, that's what I landed on.
Yeah, back
There's
in from
one
19.
taxi. There's two taxiways in this whole runway. God damn, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Drive
BP, I landed on
all the
19.
way to the. Oh, all right.
That's why I cut through the grass. This thing will go through the grass.
Oh, this will too.
The great thing about having enough fella on the front of the back.
Here comes Roy.
Yeah, the windsock is barely moving. So. Oh, now that I drove halfway across the.
This is the 172 in Roy.
Yeah, it's the default one.
All right. For those that are on Glitch right now, attempt to answer the question. I'll give them 10 extra MrMoonDog credits. For those that get it right, I'll give an extra 1,000.
Sorry,
MrMoonDog
should have let him
credits.
finish.
So here's your trivia. Who was the first president to go and talk with actual?
Got asked the question, MrMoonDog. What was the question?
Who was the first president to have communication directly with North Korea?
Oh, kids.
Well, who was president when North Korea was set up? When was the
Alan
Korean
Alda.
War? When was the Korean War?
50s, 50s
Well,
into the 60s.
I see a couple that are just after the 10 points and not after the 1,000. Okay.
I just had to
Remember
get one of them
president's
dogs.
true.
Roger Rabbit. Cavalier Roy. Do I get multiple 10 points for just coming up with random shit? Bipolar Prophet.
At the
Yeah.
point of note there, Moondog, I would be polite for you and just using that one.
It's
I
like
have no issue seeing AI try and Mooney Bravo just take off. Here comes Roy. So I'm taxiing all the way down to the runway that I landed on. Is that what we're doing?
But no, I'm following
Dennis
you.
Rodman. Okay.
Dennis Rodman.
Everyone's after this with
Kim
just 10
Kardashian.
points.
Because who the fuck knows, man? That was 100
Trump.
years ago.
Donald Trump.
It can't be a Donald Trump. No, there's somebody who had to have talked to North Korea. Was it Eisenhower, possibly?
All right. No, we're going to call it there then. Here's your answer. Dafydd actually has it right. Donald Trump is the first actual sitting
That
president.
can't. No way. That
Yes.
can't be true.
Yes. No,
that can't-
because all the other presidents have had delegations. This will be the first time the actual president has gone and talked with North
But
Korea.
he hasn't actually gone and talked.
Not yet, but as soon as he does.
He said yes, he was, but then it's like, well, I've talked to them if they say they're going to get rid of their nuclear ambitions.
It's not going to happen.
Well, exactly. My thoughts exactly.
That's why he said he'd go. So that question is invalid, and everybody should get 100,000 MrMoonDog credits.
100,000? I didn't say anything about 100,000.
Well, I just did. So guess what?
Yeah,
You did?
he hasn't actually talked.
That question is invalid. There is no way. There is no way. Can you imagine Donald Trump? This conversation probably went a lot like when George Bush went, "Hey, I want to go to Iraq." Right. And the Secret Service was like, "Oh, for Christ's sakes. Maybe we just shoot him ourselves and save the trouble." There's no way the Secret Service is going to let Air Force One fly into North Korea. It's not going to happen. Mr. President, we don't give a rat's ass about you, but that's a $2 billion airplane we'd rather not lose. So, no, you don't get to go to North Korea.
Doodles. James Doodles went after the answer there. I'm looking for these right now.
Question.
Right, are we doing another flight then, or?
Yeah, fuck it. Roy just joined us. We might as well.
Right, we might just pop into chat.
I don't know where it's going to be.
LTBE, which is where we are. The LTAI.
It's LTBS we're at, Gavin.
Okay,
Or
there's
LTBS, sorry. What did I say?
LTBE.
Alright. And to LTAI.
God damn, this is a long one. This is like
LTAIs and Talia.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Listen, guys.
Right.
And LT bullshit is where we're starting.
Can you type that into Discord there, it's true?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it funny how it's always the guy who says it who can't remember? Like you're the one who just said it.
I have it set up already, but I'm taxiing because I'm driving behind you.
Oh, we're going through mountains and it looks like 4,000 is the height you need to be at. And we come right
Alright,
into a
so
valley.
those on Twitch got their points.
Such a good streamer, MrMoonDog. I'll come up with a trivia question. Don't worry. I'll give you all the trivia questions. Not that anybody fucking answers them anyways. I don't know.
Hey, I did the best that I could.
Good job.
I saw that fact on Thursday when it all broke. So
See, I don't watch the news because I give a rat's ass with Donald Trump or any other member of the government.
well, some of us.
The way I look at it, as long as we still have a president and a government, then I still have something to bitch about. Someday we'll all wake up and say, we don't need that. Get rid of it. All right, so let's
Just got to put in a new flight plan.
LTBS to VR to what's LT? What is it?
AI.
LTBI.
LTAI.
AI.
As an artificial intelligence.
Italia. That sounds more like got it.
Do you want no?
Almost
You
want to
just
fly
popped
that.
in front there.
Almost want to fly that over there.
You just changed there, right?
I did.
I
you
did as well, but
MrMoonDog just changed to a Beechcraft and now he's...
Yeah. MrMoonDog just floated down on the
I should
on the
have had a
taxi.
Harrier jump jet, MrMoonDog. Because
We're going Beechcraft now.
that was the action that you took there.
I can actually see that one.
Are we changing aircrafts now, or just like?
Well, I'm keeping this one. I like this one.
I like this bananas. I'm going to stay with it.
Well, I think I'll just change plane then. I like the Beechcraft.
I like this. It's slow, but not slow. Well, it's still slow. And I don't have to remember wheels.
let's try relaunching that then.
And it's actually the first ever plane I flew on.
Captain Angar. Hopefully I'm saying that the way that you want to there. it's probably all funny. I don't know which specifically you're talking about there, but that's what you get with that. Mildly playing the game with a lot of antics on the rest of it.
I forgot Flight Sim doesn't like saloon.
Probably not, no.
Broke it, did you?
Yeah, I've had to restart it.
So I'm down on the runway.
We're literally on the ground long enough just to get through passport control and then back in the plane and off we go.
Yeah, I'm at C19-1.
I didn't get to have any. I didn't get to have any hummus or any.
No, not allowed.
Stu's in a Black King in front of me.
No,
I don't have anyone.
I'm gonna try this network shit one more time, but
I have a ShaunyB, MrMoonDog, BP. Oh, there you are back again with your helicopter.
I've lost Roy and I lost the BP.
I'm right behind you.
MrMoonDog, BP. I don't have.
I should
Alright,
be coming
someone
back in.
just, we're in the same spot there, Roy.
Yeah, I got Roy, Stu, and Moondog on air traffic. That's all.
Hang on there. I have a black Beechcraft in front of me.
Yeah.
That's me.
So that's you.
I'm behind you.
So you're at the. All right. You're at the intersection of 19 where I am on Charlie.
Yeah, I'm at your fight, literally right behind you.
I don't know why I can't see you.
Because I'm showing you.
And Roy's floating behind.
Would it be something with whatever you put in the start? Because that you should still show me.
Ready to go?
All of that, shouldn't it?
Yeah, even if it wasn't right, which I know it is, it should show me something. It shows me nothing if you look.
Alright. Quest depart east.
I don't know where it is. I have
So
them on here.
which one are we going from?
I'm lined up on one because I accidentally reset that passport, which is one.
Yeah.
Right, so we have to go down that way. So we're actually in the wrong direction.
Okay. What? I couldn't see him. I wasn't looking in that direction. Nope. Now, is this AI Beechcraft really going to tax me?
Is that you taking off through? Yeah.
Yep. I said, fuck it, I'm going.
See, if you were to actually wait for your run in the air and go through, you would be waiting as long as you're not.
Yeah. And this AI Beechcraft just slams up his way. Well, it's leading from down.
MrMoonDog and Roy at the end of the runway, yes.
Yes.
I'm just going to wait for the pass and then I just go.
Yeah, that probably gives you plenty.
Alright, I'm with the holding tank here. You guys go.
I'll just take off on one runway.
Yeah, I didn't want to go all the way to the end of the runway.
That's what I'm saying, so we might as well take off. I'm behind you, so I'm going to take off from here. I presume you actually do that in real life.
Sure. You wouldn't use the whole runway if you don't have to. They want to get you. Remember, the whole idea of ATC is to get you the hell away from their airspace as quick as possible.
So basically, you would go from this.
All that from the right.
I'm just about to pass you guys in like 2 seconds.
Oh, there he is. He just showed up. There he goes. Wow. You used about 8 feet of the runway. Good job.
No, I didn't see it. Yeah, where you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
He was in the air. He literally used 2 feet of the runway.
Alright, let's see you there now. I couldn't see you coming in there. This is a quite small one.
Alright, we're good. Rolling.
So they yelled at me because they did not have.
You haven't put the thing back on yet.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, Rob. so I taxied past it, took off, and ATC goes, you don't have clearance to take off. I'm 1,000 feet in the air, so I just said, well, I'd like to request clearance, and they said, okay, go ahead. I guess at that point, what else can they say? No? Come back and land?
Start again.
Yeah.
MrMoonDog.
I think so.
So it's about, what, 1,500 to clear these mountains?
2,000 at least. That just went
No,
over
you went.
2,000.
Yeah, you went further out than me.
Alright, okay.
End of the video. So apparently they're still recording. Very good.
Your kids?
Yeah.
What are they recording with?
I have no idea. They're some imaginary future tech.
Imagination.
I don't know if you'd like to put shadow play on their computer.
I should surprise them, shouldn't I? Set it up.
What you should do is actually just record the mic there.
Yeah.
Back
Mm-hmm.
without the non actually being recorded.
And then post it.
Now I'm sitting at 130 knots, so I'm really good too fast.
I'm 75.
Plus, it's at 130 knots, the engines aren't so fucking loud.
You can press Q, I think it is, to mute it if you want.
Oh no, what one you want? Beechcraft. You're not the
Jesus, that's too quiet. It's like no noise at all, and I can't hear my engine. I think I'm dropping in the sky. Especially since I'm not using autopilot here, I'm just flying it high.
Yeah. Going up to 5,000.
I'm staying at 3,000 just now until I see them a bit higher.
This is low. Far back. 90 nautical miles.
Roy, if you put these packages behind my co-pilot seat again for this quote-unquote delivery of some stuff again.
No, I just thought you needed some ballast there. Slow
Are
down.
they going to mysteriously disappear off the plane when we land again?
No, it's just food packages.
Yeah, okay. I assume that's how he smuggles that art jewelry out of wherever he's at.
Yeah, he hides it in the food and then you eat it and then you get to the end and it comes out.
God, I hope not.
So do I.
So what height are those mountains, Stu?
I'm about 3.5 just now and I'm probably clear ones in this end. But then again, I'm off course, so you probably don't need that high. There's a valley here you can go through.
There goes me.
Why is it spinning me all the way around? How about if I need to
So, yeah, definitely time to get a new pencils, I think. I've broken wire in this one.
Yeah, my volume control thing on this one is a little whack. I gotta take it apart.
Well, when was it yesterday or the day before, I was speaking to David, and then all of a sudden, through the left speaker, it was like somebody was had pushed talk on, but they'd left it on. It wasn't speaking, and he's like, "What's that noise?"
Well, I couldn't even like I loaded up Discord today with the updates because I've been on a couple days. I couldn't do anything. It completely froze. It wouldn't let me. It kept saying I was connected. I was connecting, but I hadn't actually connected.
Like 18 and 30 seconds wherever your runways are.
Just for 90 miles away.
Stu was never there.
Yeah.
I'm at 80 miles away actually.
Because I had the GPS on with VOR and it sent me back almost to the airport.
Because you missed it.
Which, so I didn't panic. I just went through the process of changing it. So
I cannot see how high these fucking mountains are.
So I'm at 4,200.
Yeah, if you're on course, David, you're gonna want to be hard. And I'm at 6,000 now, and I'm still climbing.
Alright, that's grand.
Active Squad reckons it's a 41-minute
Yes,
flight.
that's taller than
Yeah, that's about right.
Expected winds.
yeah, but 4,000 to 4,500 you can go over these ones. I just turned my weather off just so I could see what it was like.
So I have weather on and stage.
I'm gonna go about 65. I think we'll clear this mountain that's directly. Let's try that. Question is, I turn the autopilot on. Points me at a big ass mountain. 6,500 may not be enough.
It's 5.
Yeah, I just climbed to 5 to stay above these.
5 now. Should clear this one ahead of him.
The one I just passed over is 4 or 5, roughly exactly the top it is.
Yeah, at the point that you crossed over it.
I've got Dafydd and VP behind me.
I'm behind everyone.
Stu and Roy ahead of me, so if anyone crashes, I should be safe because I'll either be ahead of it
Or you're
far enough
behind.
behind. Yeah.
Well, I'm only doing 120 knots here. You'll probably capture it easy.
I'm doing 95. Struggling. I just was this is technically an island or it doesn't like
I think 700 feet a minute is the recommended climb for that. At like 80 knots.
It's kind of hovering between, like with the setting I have it, it's gone from 0 up to 1,000 and back down again. It's steadied out now at about 300-400.
Yeah, I think when I climb out of Glasgow to go to Barrow, it's like I climb at 700 feet at about 85
It's called an island, or it's for hopping islands, not climbing up a mountain.
Although they do fly these in some pretty remote places in the world, so they do fly those. And those are real popular in Australia. Do you know that's the plane they use to fly people up to the base
How many
camp?
mountains are there in Australia?
Well, let me finish though. That's the plane they use to fly people up to the base camp in the Himalayas.
Alright.
So that and the Kodiak. It's dense. See, what kills these planes is density altitude. It's density altitude. Your density altitude is way higher because you're up because the air's so thin. And they just don't make the power to climb at an extended rate, so you need to be able to plan your climb. So you want to climb at 700 feet a minute with the mixture, leaned out a little bit, so you're not flooding the engine. Now you prop up the full RPM, so the prop's quite as hard as it can.
We just got a new member of the Discord group, by the way.
Okay.
Yanderson. That's what we're trying.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So I'm at 6. What do you reckon they'd be? 6.5?
6.5 I'm at, and I seem to be fairly clear, although there's some coming that maybe...
Yeah, I'm at 6 myself right now.
I'm just flying around these ones.
Are you guys going direct GPS?
Yeah.
I'm
These
hand
ones,
flying.
just say about 4.5 out, as Stu said. Currently,
It's the
So
ones in
5,000
front
is
of you
good.
guys that I'm concerned.
Yeah, the ones in front of me are about 7,000 almost. You have to be clear of them. That's why I'm flying slightly to the left and going around to the bit lower down.
I'll just climb over them ones. Because
It's not like I don't have the speed to climb, but I just felt it was going down. These are pretty fucking high. Yeah, I recommend taking 7,500 them for again to think that it's right, because these are fucking tall fuckers.
So this is the part of the stream where I annoy BP with telling him what I'm eating for dinner. I just finished off pizza for lunch and I've got rigatoni sitting in the kitchen for dinner. I'd share.
Yeah, well, when I go completely broke and I end up at your house, MoonDog, I hope so. Yeah. I'm either going east or west. Well, and the first place east to me is guess where?
Drako?
That would be west. I live in Massachusetts.
It's probably cheaper to get it transported here.
It is cheaper to fly to Ireland than it is to fly to Ohio. I can see me getting off the plane and people looking at me going, "Oh, you must be from the Davids." Because I'm the one person in Massachusetts who isn't Irish. I really want to go have a wee, but I don't know what I want to do about these mountains. I want to fly around them, I want to fly over. See, this is where I wish there was some kind of thing for FS where you could put a pin in it. Because I just saw another cool place I'd like to land if I was flying a cup. Like, I just want to put a pin right there and go, remember that place.
Unfortunately, the best you have is flying from here to here, place this far away
Somewhere,
from
yeah,
on a piece of paper, and then
That's
you go,
what I do. That's what I do in Alaska. I write it. I write down the GPS coordinates of it, and then I put it in my Google Earth map. But you just have to get the GPS coordinates within a couple of minutes of where you actually are. Yeah, that's going to require some altitude. Okay.
Yep. Like I said, 7,500, 8,000 over time.
I don't know, this is some really pretty scenery.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just flying all over the place here. I'm currently almost at 7,000 now, just pulling through on this bit here. Oh, sorry, 6, 7. I feel I can get to the lowest point here. Not the highest point.
and the GPS is going to take us directly over the highest point almost.
you compared to me there, Roy? Because
You guys are all top of it.
I'm about 67 nautical miles away.
About 8 miles behind you, Window.
I thought you were ahead of me just a few minutes ago.
I was, but I'm in a 182, you're in a Duke.
Sorry, I'm at 57 nautical miles away.
And I'm 8 miles behind DP.
Well, to be fair, Roy, I'm only doing 130 knots. I'm not really hammering it down.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So to the right of the GPS line there's a little cove that you can go through. Probably around about 7,000 feet.
Yep, I'm at 7-1, I'm going through now. And I say just.
Okay, so about 75 to be on the safe side.
I'm going to guess that peak to my left is 75 exactly. You're probably go higher than that, over that.
Oh, I'm going to 9, so currently almost 8.
I just climbed up to 8.
They're really tall mountains here.
I'm at 8, 3, slightly frozen.
I see a beach craft Duke in front of me now.
Yeah, that's MrMoonDog.
That's fine.
Yeah. 9 will do you right. No.
Yeah.
So I'm going slowly for you, Lawton. Maybe I'm just like, use room.
Yeah, I think mine will definitely be fine.
I'm winding up the dog, I know.
Yeah, well, I'm at 6-9. I'm just
Hello there.
zipping right over these.
Hi. That is really fucking close. My wing just scraped the ground on me. And that's me at 7,000. I literally just scraped my name across the side of the mountain.
So actually 8.5 will get you over this part. Roundabout's mine anyway, let's stay it there until
Alright, I'm climbing at about 100 feet. Between 0 and 200 knots.
100 feet.
Yeah, about between 0 and 200 feet.
Okay.
And I'm at 8-4.
That's definitely part of the video you should watch, by the way. My wing just literally scraping my name across the countryside.
Yeah, you'll be well and truly clear of this mountain by the time you get here, David, in altitude areas.
What did you say it was? I'm at 7,800. Is that gonna?
Well, I bet,
8.5.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I just got over it at 7,000 going through the dip, you know, between the two.
Yeah, and you went through the lowest part.
Yeah.
And then there's more mountains further ahead.
Yep, and they're just as tall as the last one.
Yeah, so I'll stay at 9. Are you close there, MrMoonDog?
No, why?
Sorry, should be listening. I mean, whatever. Probably off the blade.
Sorry, Stu. Get copyright strike. I know who to come talk to.
You didn't land on the side of that mountain, did you, MrMoonDog?
No.
I got a note though, even these engines are half power. Like I've got the props at 50, the power at 50, and the fuel mix at 50, and I can still climb all these mountains.
Oh, that's cool. So
Oh yeah, BP, I was trying to ask you earlier, like, see the Discord, would it be possible to have a channel, or a text channel, just only for the moderators? So you can put in information like passwords and flight plans and all that in there without having to worry.
Yep.
You know, it's just like, it says I was always having to call.
You guys can you can create channels.
I was wondering if that's possible, not actually.
Yeah.
To do it.
Yeah.
So like, only us could read it, and
Yep.
it would just be like, all the stuff you need for information like server name, server password and all that.
Yeah, that's easy. Just set it, create a text channel, and just set it to the permissions that only us can use it. Yeah.
It's just like always having to jump to the pin next to the half a mile up in general text. And it kind of saves it if we've got people who are new in it and they can just look, they can't go into the mod only channel and see prevent them seeing the passwords.
Yes, for 9,100 feet, I could basically get out of the plane and walk down to the mountain. If I stood on my wing, I could jump down and not even have to bend my knees.
Like I said, it gets taller over here in BP. Because I'm at 7.2 so now we have to climb over some of this.
you've come back round and then
Oh yeah, I was circling around the one mountain there that I came through and up and over.
in the scenery.
Yeah. I just flew over this portion just a minute ago.
Yep, I really like this plane. It's just a pity, like, it's too powerful for the normal ones to keep up.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice plane.
It's got enough power for it. I mean, you actually have to back off on some of the power on some of the things you want to deal with it, or you'll just rip the wings right off of it because you're overspeeded and stressed it.
Yeah, I'm currently in the white zone of the speed of 130. And like, with that you pull the power and the props and the mixture all back to 50.
I'm actually doing 140. At ground speed 147.
Yeah, well, I'm descending quickly enough that my speed with the throttle at probably 40% is almost 210. So I'm saying it'll move.
Okay, 8,000 over this part.
But what you descending at? 8,000, okay.
No, I'm at 7.7 and I'm only come up the top of this.
No, I mean MrMoonDog, what rate are you descending at? Or was you descending?
About 2,000. Or, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I don't think it's meant to do that.
No, it wasn't in the danger zone or anything. It's just
I think, to about 1,200 feet per minute. Probably its top end.
I generally use 500 because I said the descent speed.
Yeah, I tend to use 700 in these planes, and then in airliners 1,200. Even though they can go like 1,800.
I might ascend at 25 to 3,000, and I've descended at 2,000 or 25. It's just controlling the speed as you're dropping. That's all.
So
Yeah.
it's just the sandy part of Turkey, I guess.
There you go, I'm just coming over this bit of the mountain now and it's 8,000 and I'm going to cut it, almost.
It's the one that's ahead of you that I'm a bit more worried about.
There's one ahead of me, I can't see it to be on this one. Well, hang on, no, I think you mean the one I'm looking at is now, it's just in front of me. Like, I'm just looking at height. I'm at, and
Yeah.
I'm just probably going to click the top of it at 8,000.
Okay, yeah.
I'm what am I at?
Sorry, I'm just looking at, I'm seeing the patterns that played when he's on, and I can see what item he's actually on this thing. So just, sorry, just.
No oxygen in this plane and stuff.
Sorry, did you?
So I don't have any oxygen in this plane. I can't go much higher than 10,000.
I'm at 10.8.
Well, you'll seriously need to over 8,000 for this bit.
Yeah, I need 100.
61, 6,100.
What do you want, MrMoonDog? Yeah, but
Of
you're
course it
flying
does
in
go
the... I'm
around.
watching you, you're flying in the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take a detour to the...
You Orbix guys are seeing sand, right?
I'm seeing some sand.
Yeah.
Or something that's sandy-like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm 10 miles behind you, so...
Yeah, if you take a 10 nautical mile detour to the north, you can go around the mountain. About
I actually got that Orbix Europe thing.
It's like
Yeah.
grass, sand, and
That
dirt.
changed.
Yeah.
That changed it again.
Yeah, I have Europe too, David. That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
I should be seeing the same thing you're seeing. I'm just
But
waiting.
I'm 10 miles
trees.
behind you.
Very few trees around it.
No, there's hardly any trees out here. I fly over this enough in the 747 to sort of know what it's supposed to look like. So I just want to make sure my scenery is. I'm pretty sure I fixed it now. Thank you, Orbix. Thank you, FTX Central.
So Just Flights have released, or another 152 has just been released on Just Flights for FSX and P3D.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks quite nice.
A little one, a 152.
Yeah, the old one, the old Cessna.
Looks
We
nice.
have a 152, I thought.
No, we have a 162.
We have we have the XP-Ware one.
The Skycatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 152 is the older version.
Actually, talking of Orbix, they've started doing X-Plane.
Yeah, mixed field for X-Plane.
Yeah.
Well, they got to because their stuff is so expensive to begin with, and I get why it's expensive, but it's expensive. And then you're looking at they know FSX is different. They know everybody's going to switch to either X-Plane or P3D. So because they know that not everybody's got the money to switch to P3D, they're going to have to start doing X-Plane scenery. The problem with X-Plane scenery is you can do it yourself for free, and it looks awesome. You just need to be willing to put in the work.
But there's an airport they done, so rather than see.
But you can do an airport. You can do an airport with Ortho 4XP and just get libraries to create the buildings you want. I've done it.
Right, I'm just going over this properly now, and after this, it's pretty much going to be a flat area once it goes down.
Okay.
I found a path. I only needed 5,500.
Yeah, you can
Like-
fly
like you
north
said,
and go
no,
around it.
Oh yeah, but did you get an in-flight dinner and run to the bathroom?
Yes, I did.
I know. I ran upstairs to the
Why-
bathroom,
why
and I'm
not?
like, if I'm parked on the side of a mountain when I come back,
I was climbing at like 100 feet.
Well, you haven't got there yet.
No. That's because I'm flying around. I appreciate everyone that stopped in to watch the flying around. Yeah, no, I'm coming up to this ridge that I'm going to need some altitude.
This would actually be really scary flying through at night.
oh, you wouldn't be at this altitude at night.
No.
You'd be up.
Well, I've
You need
just
a
went
minimum
into
separation.
Well, I can't go much higher than what I am.
No, that plane's not
10A.
pressurized.
I just realised I've not even took my landing gear up yet.
You're
Anyway,
already you're going faster now, Stu.
yeah, if I wanted to. I just went to join FS.
Yeah, Moondog, you're gonna want to start climbing there, buddy.
Anyway, so I was going to went to join FS and I did put permissions on for you to slot to jump in the cockpit. Not you'd want to just now, but you know. Now
Or you
jump
could
in
swing
the
round to
cockpit.
your left, Moondog, if you wanted to try and keep that altitude.
Go north and then come back east a little bit if you don't want to fly into the side of the mountain if you look at your health.
Like the runways are 18 and 36. I don't know what one you prefer.
We ain't there yet, are we? 26 miles out. So start descending, I guess, after these mountains.
Once you pass these mountains, all flat lanes.
Yeah.
I'm already down to 6.
Did you touch grass yet?
No. We'll go outside view here after I'm pretty sure I'm in cockpit, I'm good, and then we'll go. Yeah, see? Yeah, no problem.
That's right, I haven't turned my transponder on for the last.
So we've got 2 runways here. Altitude of 177 feet.
177.
Yeah.
About 10,000 feet from.
So 36 left or right is from the ocean. 18 left or right from inland.
It's the wind looking like.
5 knots.
Variable at 3 knots, so they're calling it 290 to 0110. So 35, you said? Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so that's from England then.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
I don't know what everyone was worried about.
What's the remark on number 8? There's an 18 center?
18 cents.
Yeah, I got 36 right and 18 center. 340 at 4 knots. Oh, this is the new update for Active Sky. It tells you that it gives you in the main thing instead of in the other thing. Right? 340 at 4 knots for 18 center, and variable at 1 knot on 36 right.
So it's from the ocean units coming from the, not from England. Okay.
So we're coming from the ocean.
Yeah. Which is even better because you can bleed off its altitude a lot easier.
I'm already to wait. I just light bombs into the past the moon.
So I'll turn to heading 120.
Get that better from out to the ocean with it, see it then.
So I can have more time to bleed off the altitude.
It's 20 miles out.
Yeah.
You're in a Cessna.
I'm 20 miles out.
I'm 12, 10, 11.
Are you? Okay. There's MrMoonDog. So apparently somewhere down there, MrMoonDog, there's a house that we've got dropping parcels off there.
That's what I thought.
You ring out like the smoke signal or something.
Just wave out to the side of the door. I'm low enough, I'll see it.
But they just jump out the windows now as you fly over.
It's literally just hanging out the side and just pass them to the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the city, and I see somebody in front of me. That'll be. Nope, it's not somebody.
Oh, I'm off to
A Dashi?
3 o'clock.
No, it's no somebody in ours. That's just a PI.
Roy's flying back to England. I mean, make the longest approaches, Roy. I give you credit.
So there, I'm 1,100 feet above sea level right now.
Same as me.
I'm still at 10,000
I'm flying out to the ocean to join you lot from Calf Landing this night.
It's a 110. Heading. Start descending.
Nope, I see the runway. Mainly because I can see that fucking AI land. Right, I'm over the ocean now. Yay!
Need to climb a little bit, 500 feet. Probably 300 feet above ground.
So that's the airport right there.
After the city, it's just beyond the city.
Okay.
It's like, do you see the wee cove, and then just after that's the second cove? Just before the second one.
So, I'm going to take left or right. So I'll take right.
Airport
Well,
says
it's center or right.
Airport says take 36 left, so
36 would mean we'd be coming in the other way. Why'd we all come out here from the ocean?
Yeah.
So it's not the ocean we want.
Yeah, for
Yeah, it is.
36 it is.
it is.
Yep, I see the lights now.
Right, 36, yeah. Let's heading back on ourselves a bit.
Oh, east now. 089.
I'm at like 300 feet.
Stu, I'm right behind. I'm at the same level as you almost.
I'm on a crash course to the coastline here. Because it's pretty steep coast.
Yeah.
But I'm fine, it's now 300, I'm just passing it. I'll probably give these trees a bit of hedge trimming, but
At what point in the world does it warm up? I would expect it to be warm.
It's winter.
12 degrees, like you
Well,
say.
Celsius, yeah, it's only 50 degrees.
Yeah, but they've got
we're
cold
having
weather. Didn't cold weather has come over there as well.
Yeah.
Slow altitude.
Yeah, it's 290 to 0.
this poor fucking guy in the air traffic control tower, will you fucking turn around, dude? I'm aimed right at the airport just now.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to fly past the airport and then come back, turn around and...
Well, I'm landing. There's an airstrips in there, that's nice and convenient, but
So I'm still at 6,000 feet. I think I'm going to descend 4,000 feet before.
You can't just
Put the speed brakes on. Nose down.
Speed brakes. In assessment.
Oh, well, those are a special add-on that you have to pay for extra.
Open your window wide enough to just jam.
I've practically landed as it is.
Cause wind resistance at the slide down.
Oh, I'm down.
You're down. Flaps. Landing.
I just figured I'll skip India and fly straight to Indonesia over the ocean because I'm losing altitude, so I gotta keep flying out till I get to an altitude I like.
That's alright, I'm finally off the top of the mountain.
Still coming up to 5-3. And I should be getting ready to turn on final now, but it's too close. Well, get it down in time, so
Oh, I
I have to
see
keep
two.
going out.
I see 1, 2, 3 people in front of me. Oh, sorry, William's an AI. Never mind.
So
A
what
Cessna
I
and a Duke. So one's MrMoonDog coming in.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think I'm technically bouncing across the ground before the runway.
That's not the one.
No?
I'm at
No,
some
no.
kind of base turn about 5 miles off it.
You missed the runway up there, did you?
No, you know what? It was bouncing. I don't know if it was turbulence or bounce on the runway. I'll have to watch it again
You
here.
look very close to the ground to be.
I know. I did too.
Right, so Roy's just in the ocean, Dafydd's over the mountains, and BP is over the ocean too.
Well, I have plenty of time to do this, so let's do views and then options instantly.
I've gone to a heading of 166, so I can just do a base turn and come back.
You won't be paid up there on a nice head-on collision.
No, he's off to my 2 o'clock, no 1 o'clock, and yeah, different altitudes.
Yeah, I'm down to 3,300, going down to 2,000, and then I'll turn in. Because the haze, I'm still not 100%.
Just about MrMoonDog, I'd say.
Yeah, just about, but I didn't really.
You just lifted it at the last minute.
Yeah.
I got a tailwind because I'm picking up speed.
I'm picking up speed too, but that's because I'm descending at 1,000 feet.
Me too.
So we're gonna run back here and watch these guys land.
3,000 down to do the base turn, and so I'll probably do about 3-5. It's not that far out anyway.
Sneak into the grass over here. Pull up behind Stu.
What heading am I looking for here? 36?
Yeah.
Got it right there.
Yeah, just to the left of the city. Or to the right of the city, rather. No, I didn't. It was just like grey textures. So I'm doing my base turn now.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's assume that
Weight watch.
dead north is the way I want to go.
Yeah, but you're far to the right of the airport.
Dafydd is a bit out still yet.
I'm well out.
Like you turn dead left, BP,
I'm
and
just
head back
coming
to
down
the
that mountain.
Right, so
Okay.
currently, I can see the airport directly ahead.
And we got BP a bit out.
Right, and right now, BP, we're facing towards the airport now. I don't know if you can see or not, but yeah, that's where it was.
I will back off the throttle. So,
Let's see where Roy is. Roy's coming in.
yeah, now I'm backing off so BP can land.
I'm still not 100% certain where I'm going. Oh, wait a minute. I got happy lights. Damn it. I turned way too far out. Easy. I can't go back in. I'll get my gear warning if I do. There we go.
I got lucky because they are coming in. There was an AI plane coming down to land. So I've seen where the airport was from further back. You know, I mean, I just seen its name coming down to the ground. And I thought, yep, that's definitely the airport. Where's Dafydd? He is just coming onto the ocean now.
Yeah, because I was doing 90 knots climbing up over the mountain.
Easy.
Should be good enough. About 80 knots. Should be able to.
So we're watching Roy come in for landing.
No, BP's coming in before me.
I'm watching Roy come in for landing because through that I can still see BP ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just lined up now. That probably vision one.
Which one did you guys take, left or right?
I was on left.
I did left.
Well, isn't it right or center? Those are your options.
Well, whatever one on the left hand side is,
That would be the center.
I'm no.
So it's two parallel runways, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get the right name for it. I was just like, for me, it was the one on the left and one on the right. I went left.
Gotcha.
Just simply because it was the one closest to me. I came in. Hey, I have no idea if that's proper or not.
Well, it would depend on which one they're landing on and which one they're departing on.
And let's get this straight. Stu used taxiways this time. You know, he may not have correct names, but he's doing more and more, you know, non-Stu stuff, which is scary.
Well, to point out the MrMoonDog, I didn't use the taxiway. I turned around the grass and stopped in the taxiway.
Okay. But on the initial takeoff, you used the taxiway, and I think that probably just messed with yourself there way too much.
Well, I couldn't see anybody at that point, so I was just trying to hope that somebody would pop into existence if, you know. So.
Yeah. So I'm actually worried of your next Skyrim or video where you're just going to go belligerent on everyone because of, you know, you're too non-Stu-like in this.
Well, I might point out there, MrMoonDog, that there's 2 towns in Skyrim that have no population right now.
This is because of Stu?
Yes. I kind of accidentally maybe went into werewolf form and maybe ate the hearts of every single person in town.
I've had nights like that.
So there's 2 towns that are nobody left in it apart from the essential NPCs that could still.
Let's see. jump up here to BP, watch this landing.
I'm just hijacking MrMoonDog's stream to watch my
You're
BPs.
hijacking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine with me.
Well, you got better graphics than mine, so I'm just sort of stealing your Obex part by putting yours up.
You're still okay. Makes sense. I think I would do the same thing there. Can't blame you.
Oh god, my dog's just farting in the background.
There we go. One nice BP landing. Jump back out to Roy. Let's see, where's Dafydd at? Dafydd is
Still in the ocean.
almost lined up, but
Yeah, if it had damage on, I would have technically fallen apart coming down the mountain. I clocked 190 at one stage.
that's a little much for that little plane.
177 is the max speed.
Yeah.
But I did descend from 10,000 to 2,000 feet. Right,
Quite rapidly, yeah.
Ray, I'll be out of your way by the time you get here.
Okay.
I hope. No, I will be. All right, I'm clear.
Okay.
I want to get parked up so much you guys land, but I'm not going to make it.
All right. Well, we've watched replay of my landing. We've seen BP's landing. We're watching Roy's, and we'll watch Dafydd's.
I can't watch David's, damn it, because he doesn't show up.
Watch MrMoonDog stream.
Doesn't it? Yeah, but it would take me, by the time I got it loaded up and everything, on the ground. Doesn't it? In these small plays, man, it feels like you're on approach for like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You have so much time to screw up.
Well, what I was going to say is those that are in the Twitch, I want you to vote on who you thought was the best landing.
Well, mine, obviously.
But you can't do it until after,
as it always is,
we've all landed. Stu, yeah. Well, I didn't see Stu's.
Oh, I hate the A2As, how they glide.
Right, you gonna land at some point, or?
Yeah, I'm just having a flyby.
I guess.
You literally have to be stalling.
I mean, you could have put this down, as nice as that was. Well, you're not on the ground yet. Come on, get it on the ground, Roy. Right, just cut the power.
I think Roy's thinking, well, we've got a longer runway here. We can just use the whole thing.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
what does an M on your dash mean?
Middle marker.
Marker.
I was literally at stall all the way along that runway. Just wouldn't come down.
I would have cut the power, went full flaps, and just let it fall out. Right at that point.
And now he's zipping along back there faster than
Yeah.
I know you're taxiing faster than you were flying.
And there's that was. I got back to him just in time. All right. So there you go. We'll give a couple minutes here for votes.
That doesn't look bad considering you were a different plane than what I have on that.
Yeah.
Where's the taxiway all the way up the end?
No, the grass is perfect.
I turned around. I did.
Yeah.
I back taxied down the runway.
Well, I suppose there's no one else coming in after me. is
Yeah.
there?
And
Oh.
that's what I did. I
No.
came up the left side of it. So no votes, huh?
Ah, it just sucks.
Oh.
I can't see.
There's
Who's
one
this
there
guy?
for Stu B.
I could vote when I finish
Yeah.
taxi.
Yeah.
I wish I could watch your landing.
It's,
Jim, if you're
Alright.
watching, MoonDog, you better be careful and not take off.
You're probably zipping along fast enough. You're a knot or two short of taking off, aren't
Well,
you?
the whole thing was rattling itself to death, so yeah, that's a sign that you're ready to take off.
full flaps and 14 knots. Literally
I have-
stalling.
Oh, I have full of you, is it?
Yeah.
Who's
And it
that
just
coming in?
wouldn't come
Who else
down.
is coming?
That was me. It just wouldn't come down.
Oh, that's your replay. Yeah, you floated and then you went back up again. And
Yeah.
see, you come in with too much energy. You got to dissipate all that energy at the threshold, right? So that way you can just
Yeah.
you fly it to the ground. You know what I mean? You don't let it fall to the. You fly it to the ground. But in your case, I would have just cut the power.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever. You did. Hey, you got it on the ground. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of my wonderful stream. We'll thank
Just
everyone
pop
that
back
stopped in there.
I get you all the shot.
Yeah. It's just as he was parking.
Yes, Stu's doing a replay there.
I was trying to. I
Um,
couldn't see my own plane to see.
Yeah. Don't forget, this is for charity for the Ronald McDonald House. That's the main goal that we're doing this. If you feel like you have the extra couple of dollars that you want to throw at it, links are available. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. I will be with the Monkey Show Late Night Show later, 10 Eastern. We'll do some more flying. We're going to take off now, pun intended, I guess, and we'll be back later. There may be some pirating on the distance, not so distant future here. So, thanks for everyone for stopping in. See you later, everyone.
See ya.
Bye bye.
All right.
There's my landing for you.
So it flew from Greece to sort of central Turkey, right? Ish.
Yeah, because the
That's
next leg
the-
then is either fly from here down to Lebanon or jump to Lebanon and
I think we're gonna.
probably jump to Lebanon and then
Yeah,
fly
I-
down across.
I think we jumped to Lebanon.
There you go. Touchdown.
Yeah.
I was a bit early to the runway, but whatever. I landed in Tarmac.
It's a good job that runway was long. That's all I'm going to say. For me, personally. Everybody else got down early.
On this one, but that's the previous two. I was at the last marker on the landing zone
Mhm.
in the 172s.
Yeah, the A2As seem to
Yeah.
they seem to glide